And welcome back, everybody, to Updraft, brought to you by KJC eSports, $100 winner takes all prize. And I'm gonna be your caster for today. I'm Dash. I'm here with nobody, and also we've gotten a little upgrade from last year's KJC scrims. But of course, you can still look for scrims over at our Discord, exclamation point Discord, to find out more. And don't forget to check out our socials. We have Twitter, FB, Insta, Discord, our very own website, kjcesports.com, and to stay updated with future events and also to be updated with the balance scene in the SCA. Also, special thanks to our co-organizer Cyberport as well. This event would haven't been made possible without them. Cyberport is a creative digital community with a cluster of technology and digital content tenants. And we also have Vertigear, the top gamer chair brand trusted by many esports teams. Long are no back pain, comfortable chairs for home, office, and gaming. Get yours now at vertigear.com. And that is it. Also, the last but not least, sorry. If you're a free agent and you're looking for a platform to promote yourself, just check out kjcesports.com or just type exclamation point GG Esports down there in the chat. And we're gonna be having our match one for today. It's been quite a while, everybody. It's been 3 weeks since we last had our KJC updraft. I'm here with just myself. Maybe Tatum would come in later on. I don't know if he's gonna come in, but still, yeah, we have our match one. It would be Ace Esports versus Gearhawks Gray. Both of them are from the Philippines. So we're gonna be having our first map, which is Ascent. Ascent, usually this is a map in where you're gonna be expecting a lot of frags and also a lot of utilities being used, especially on A side, B side, expecting a lot of KO picks. Not a lot, but 2 KO picks. On this map, we have two of them for sure, just because KO is just so effective on this map. And remember, we also had our last patch. We had some bit of a nerf or slash adjustment for Jet and even for Sova. Sova's is not that big, but still could be big because there's a 7 second Aldron duration after that. And also we also had this nerf to Jet, and remember the tailwind has been, I don't know if it's a nerf. To be honest, I'm not sure if it's a nerf. Because with how you can use tailwind right now, you can at least have 3 dashes if you get an ace on one round, but you don't really have those opportunities to actually get an ace a lot of times. But at least now they are forcing Jet players to play more aggro compared to just holding one angle, especially on the defense. So that makes it more tricky for the defenders here, especially on the side of Gearhawks. Gearhawks. Yeah, I remember them. They're a collegiate team. Okay, I remember Gearhawks. So yeah, this is the reason why they're kind of familiar. Shout outs to all those collegiate players actually watching right now in the Twitch chat. And also, we're gonna be having the other team, Ace Esports, here on the other side, on the attacker side. So basically, I'm kind of expecting the same thing. I'm expecting them having the same lineups here. The Sova and the KO are very much needed on this map, and we're gonna be having at least a KO or a Killjoy on the Sentinels. We don't really see a lot of ciphers
Choose your
anymore.
agent.
Rest in peace, my friend Cypher. I hope you see some more ciphers in the future, but now it's just that Chamber just gives a lot more. So that's why they're gonna be using that a lot more. What I like about this though, we're gonna be seeing an Astra in action on this map, and we don't see a lot of Astras anymore. What's hard about Astra, as we remember, we also always say it, Datum and I, and even Gen, that Astra does need a lot of communication. She's not fun to play, and she's not fun to play against. And that's why, I don't know, it just gives you a lot of opportunities for an Astra, and also it's really hard that it takes a long time after you get back 1 star compared to what it was before. That's why you don't really have the flexibility that she had back in the days. So this is a very interesting pick for me. Kuro getting the Astra for his side. I hope this would be an interesting matchup that we see. We had the defenders on the side. You know, this map Ascent, we're expecting a lot from our defenders. But based on what's happening right now, we're going to be seeing Omens, different types of Sentinels on both sides, and different... No, never mind. They still have the same. AC Sports has a Viper and Astra. So this makes it interesting. Okay. I like this. I like what I'm seeing. Viper Astra. This is so season 3. That's why I'm kind of surprised that we have this, because we are already on Act 4 with this. It's quite surprising. Now they're going to go for this really slow setup. Go for defaults on both sides. Let's have them really slowing it down, just trying to get from some smokes. This is what's great about the Astra. You can really get some really interesting smokes for your side, but Jealous. See the shoulder of Thunders here. Opens up the site. Opens up B. Forcing the rotation from the other team. We do have a lot here. Gearhawks lost one player already. Now they're entering the site. Gets the kill with Floss. Onto Heaven. Now stopping the push from happening. They get a 4v4. But remember, there's someone who is a distraction. Jello's here.
Spike planted.
Gets the shot. Gearhawks potentially come back from this. Losing one member is just okay, but still the pistol round. It's a man advantage on their side. Floss is low HP, but still possible for them to win this. They have some shock darts being thrown out, which would be able to hit someone. Generator and Hell are going to be the target places here. They now know that everybody's close because of the suppression from the 0 point. Now they go down. They're not going to be able to get the kill. They get one. Not going to get more. The last person standing, Azurix. Yeah, really hard for him to do this. Try and pick out the 2 people, but not going to be able to get the win. But that gives Ace Esports this first round. Gearhawks loses that. Almost getting it though. So it's not that bad. It's not that bad. Looking at how it worked out, can I cam on you or should I say the Viper? Actually made it so that this round would be a bit easier for himself. Just because of how they played around Hell and how they used that in their favor. Now, looking at how it started off, good distraction from Jellos. Got the kill onto B. Forced the rotation. And because of that, they just only had time to go to Heaven. Now they got punished because of that. They're gonna go to B side. Jellos again, starting it off with 1 kill. Even going for the Vandal on round 2. This is very punishing. What's great about this is because they have the Vandals already, they don't need to buy any guns onto the second round. They need to recycle this. Whenever someone falls, gets a dismiss out of the way. Rax gets out safely. Gonna get more flawless round for Ace Esports. Gearhawks didn't have the time to rotate, really, because when they got there, everybody was already on site. Jello starting off the round easily. The reason why they're always winning this round is super frag heavy. This team got 10k right now on their hands. Not even on the attacker side. Most of the time, it's only defenders getting a lot of kills, but because they can't find opportunities for themselves, they're losing ground on their side every time. So they need to stop Jellos from going on a rampage. Really, interestingly enough, from what I'm seeing, I like that Jellos always starts off the fight and goes for flags. So this is a very interesting setup. They don't have a Sentinel on their side. That's why we're not seeing any one of them. Goes down. Ray was able to do that. He knows that Rax is here. Tailwinding out. Gives them opportunities to start off 5-16. No. There's no more Tailwind for Ray. So already start for the side. Side. Not going to be open. Jellos. Looking for opportunities onto this one though. Throws out the layer. They don't have it. Just trying to go for traps here, going for distraction. But Jello starting off with another kill on their side, making 2. Now that opens up B side, forcing the rotation. And they're going to be starting off on A. There's a lot of people here, but Floss would be able to back away,
Spike
stopping them from
down
getting the
A.
push. Spike is not in their hands. Need to back away from this. Floss knows that. That is not another opportunity on their hands, but Jello gets the timing right. And Floss is just a fortress on the side. 1 hit.
I have this
Still was able
spike.
to hold it off. They have the spike. They're able to go for a plant Ray. Just
Spike planted.
holding it off here onto Heaven. We have the vision. That's it. It's a vision.
One
That
enemy
side cross
remaining.
falls down. Last one falls again. And Rax with the 2v1. Gets the timing right. And doesn't even need Jellos from Heaven. Gets the 3k. Now make it to 3-0 in their favor. Okay, so that is a very interesting round though. It started off pretty great for Ace Esports, but because Gearhawks, Floss has been quite a fortress on Ace side, they had a hard time piercing through this. Now they know. Jellos had an idea that if ever they push on to B again, they have a bigger chance to just push through it. He has done it twice already, or tries at least. That he always pushes through B, gets the kills, and opens up the side, but nobody rotates yet. So that is something that they need to use in their favor. They have Cutler here. Also, again, a while ago, it's been Tiny. Dying a lot on the side now. On Sheriffs. That is just confident to just push through from the side. Tiny's just holding it. 2 force has been pulled out, and even the Viper's Pit Remember, with the tour de force, this could potentially be a tour de force that they're not going to use as much flaws to try to peek. Not going to be able to get the kill. This misses out of the way. Rax gets it.
Blocking sight.
Now we need to think about B main. Do have smoke on their side before they go onto the site though. They have the sheriffs. Need to play it safe. Everybody's on B side, but Rax gets it to devour onto his side. Won't be able to peek out. Thunder takes him down. We have two people left, and the blind gets them both at the sweet spot too. So that's why it's pretty easy for them. Gearhawks are just team rolling. Gearhawks here. AC Esports are just making it really hard for them to get a peek on them. The timing is just not right for them. I really do hope Gearhawks would be able to get more later on. This is just the start. This is just the start. They're on the defender's side. They should have been the ones who are getting more of this advantages for themselves, but AC Sports always finds the cracks in their armor. They're not making it easy. Now the tailwind has been popped by Jealous, so he needs to commit or not. He has 12 seconds to do so. Now because of the timing, nobody's here on site. Trademark has been put out. Don't have any info on where they are. Push through the side already. They do have it. Tiny gets a peek onto Jealous. Jealous sees his feet.
I've got your
Getting
track.
two. That's big. But now the side is open. The Seekers has been pulled out. No more flanks for their side. Doesn't get the Seekers for themselves.
Spike planted.
They did get the info, which is very important for AC Sports. Gearhawks do have a lot of utility still. Jealous doesn't have anything anymore. If they push through here, they just need the toxic screen to fall down. Now the toxic screen is down, they can start it off. Now Paranoia pops off. They get the kill onto Ray, gets a heaven.
Last player
Now
standing.
they have the last one, Ace. Let's have the guiding light
One
for 10
enemy
seconds, gets the
remaining.
timing right. The volley forces him out of the way, and wow! What a great way to win for Gearhawks, but he lost a lot of people still. Now that it started, we do have the 0 point available for Azirix for this next round. But Ace Esports only have the Empress. They just use this layer by layer. Gearhawks could potentially get an equalizer here. We just need to be careful though. Still have a lot of credits on the side of AC Sports. They can use this. They can use this amount of credits to get them, break their banks, and then try to follow it up with a lot of wins. The sheriff rounds. One more round could potentially force AC Sports to go for a save round here.
Can't use
Gets
that.
them, gets the vision, forcing the rotation even for Floss there. But he's rotating already, but Ray, do you know that because they put out Lear, gonna be taking a bit of time here. Still have the mollies. So if ever someone puts that out, can corner one down. Now to get the sound cues, they're gonna be backing away. Now Floss is still left onto site. Mid does have the trademark, but not too easy for them to push through this. It's gonna be tricky for Gearhawks. Do you have Floss? Floss gets this kill onto Jellos. That would force out the fight here. And will force them to rotate, but Floss is playing it safe. Do you have the trademark? Now they know that everybody's here. Gets another rendezvous.
Here.
Floss hears. Jellos hears it. So Floss can be as confident as he can here. Tailwind hasn't been popped yet. So if ever Jellos gets the duel here, would be great. Now everybody's going into tree. They know that the only person here with the Jellos. The rotation has been forced, but Floss gets out of the way. Gets the kill already. Now they
30
open up
seconds
tree.
left.
But can they push through the side though? That is the question. If they can push through the side, this would be good. But they still have two people here. Ray is nowhere to be found. Gets one. He has the tailwind still though. If ever he wants to get out, gets one kill. No, Ray falls down. Now the site is open for the taking. Empress has been popped off. They still have the gates on their hands. Rax would be able to get the kill, and Empress has been put out. This misses out of the way. Azirix gets one. And they do get two visions here on both of them. 0 point. Rather, yeah, 0 points here. Won't be able to get away. Azirix gets it. And no, they're both reloading. And now that is unfortunate for both of them. That could have been a round. The timing is just unfortunate, but Gearhawks, good team. They had a good timing. They got they saved even their ultimates here during this round, and they got it pretty easily. Empress has been popped during this round, but Rax is able to get two, but not enough to win them the round. That might be all Floss, because Floss was the one who forced the jet out. Because if you lose the jet, especially in this map, you won't have the space that you need. And nobody's gonna open up the place for you. You do have the leaders, but it's not enough for this team composition, though. They still have Ace. He's able to get anything, too. What's important for his side is that Gearhawk really uses their utilities pretty well. This is what's great about this team. So far, they have really the biggest advantage here. They get the vision. They know that everybody's here already, but they get one or rather nothing. So they have the Recon Bolt still. Tailwind has been popped here by Ray. There preempted Tailwind on his hands, but wasn't able to capitalize on anything. If ever they start this, what's important is for Reacts to get the command to Floss or get out. Doesn't even need to get out. They have Cutler. Get the smoke out, but Cutler gets him with a one-way smoke. Have the paranoia, nobody's following me up. Same vision. Still looking at B. At least Jellos is here to help them out. Get the place up to themselves. What's great here though is the Jellos being very patient. They're losing a lot of time. They're going for the cloud burst onto the side, forcing the rotation. Everybody's already in mid. Ready to rotate whenever they want, but Jellos is on the right place.
30 seconds left.
Can hear Catwalk, so they know that they're already forcing the rotate. A side would be the target. Nobody. Floss is not here, so it would be easy enough for them. Good bounce there, but can I cap on you, Floss? And Jellos is here, gets a tree. Ray is waiting on the push on the tree. Already have the spike down. Don't lose any more of this timings here. Gets the vision. Will be able to get the kill. Azrix capitalizes. Gets the kill. Just need to get into sight. They have it. Get the vision. Kuro gets one. They're opening up the side. Guiding Light blinds him out on two. And they're going to be taken down. Good timing for AC Esports. Okay. Yeah, now with this, great start off for Gearhawks, to be honest. With this, we don't have any more right here. So what's important about this is for them to have something else right now. We'll be having a bit of a technical pause before we go in here. And based on what happened during the past rounds, it's just that it takes a long time. Gearhawks is left impatient every time that they try to get into one side, right? Because every time that Ace Esports buys some time, Gearhawks is ready. But they always are forced to rotate, which is the reason why they can't hold off the side for themselves. Putting yourself on a post-plan situations makes it super hard for you to turn things around because you are on a timer. When you're on a timer at that point, you're going to be very impatient, and so far that is the reason why Gearhawks has been losing a lot of these rounds. There's nobody left, especially if Floss falls down, there's nobody left on site to hold it off for themselves, and that's why it just becomes super hard for them going forward for Gearhawks. So now, with this, they don't have a lot of credits. They do have a bit, but not a lot. They can buy themselves some half armors. I hope that would be enough for them to win the round, though, because so far Ace Esports has been building up bank. It's a good thing Gearhawks has been making it hard for them to just capitalize on that. And because they're always getting a lot of kills even if they lose that round. What I like about this is that Gearhawks still has a chance. Based on what we're seeing, they're having a hard time in the defense, but we still don't know yet what they can do on the attack. So far, on the attacker's side, I like how fast everyone is on the attack whenever they go in. They take a bit of time as they go for defaults, but when they try to go in, make sure that the utilities are used as well. That's why the guiding lights have been very crucial in this fight. So far has been pretty effective, especially in winning rounds that are very crucial for AC Sports. Now Gearhawks, I'm thinking twice about this. Especially that they do have the double info set up onto B. Once they use the recon bolt, once they use the 0 point, they lose all their utilities up their side. They don't even use the Odin anyway, just for them to clear out B, which is why it's super surprising for me that not getting any kills, because most of the time B side is crowded with a lot of people. So now, what's important here is for them to take this all up. eSports has a lot of ways to get for this. But yeah, we'll take a bit of time. We just need to be quiet. But listen, we waited for it. Get this
Time to hunt.
time and get this over with. Or rather, so the reason we can have the hunters
Get out of my way.
pick up to one, gets the updraft away. Nobody's gonna do it, and that's gonna be the kill ultimate side. Remember, this is a triple round. If ever they win this is very big for them. They lose a lot, but Cutler has been discovered walking onto the toxic screen, and now he loses his life.
I'm here.
As the members are here onto the back side, was able to get it with
Last
Hunter's
player
Fury though.
standing.
They're not gonna get any extra guns. Lost is left alone, has the sheriff. Is punished. Okay, that was almost great for Gearhawks. They got 2k, they used the Hunter's Fury, but because they used those ultimates at that point, they lose a lot there. That is a sheriff round anyway. Using the Hunter's Fury could have been great. If it was a gun round, they could have won that round for them. Use the Hunter's Fury just for them to clear out onto B. They got a lot of kills there, could have been great, but it was not enough. They tried to follow it up, but nobody was there when they tried to follow it up. But right now, it's just that eSports has been looking really great here. It's been taking a lot of kills, so winning a lot. Floss, very aggressive angle. Again, for defaults, looking at how the map is going, this is just slow pace here for eSports before they get into the side as usual. Gets the vision onto Kuro. Ferrari peak right there. Now Kuro, left on tree, especially with the toxic streams, they don't know what's coming. They don't know what's up yet. Now that Ace is going up, gets the peak and Floss
Spike down
falls
A.
down to get it with Ace.
Time to
Get a full
hunt.
V3. Good advantage for the side, trying to clear up the side for themselves. But here comes the vision. They
I've
now
got your
know.
trail.
Actually, the knife has been destroyed. You don't get any vision, but Azurx get the shot though. Perfect timing right there. Now, that makes it easier for them. Gets the Seekers, gets the vision, but the spike is falling down. So they need to rotate. They're taking a lot of time there. Seekers are gonna come. But he's here. They do have the operator.
30 seconds left.
Open up the site already, but Shellos
Here.
needs to go and back away.
Here.
Do have the dark cover. Gets the vision on the Recon Bolt. Now tied against the also Ratchet because of that
One
Recon
enemy
Bolt. Gets
remaining.
it one. And Shellos is the last one standing. Tries to get a no-scope. And he gets a flick too? What? That was such a great shot. Shellos gets it and now make it to 7-2. Could have been great for Gearhawks. No. Still are there to shut them down. Wow, what a flick. Whew. Shit. Shit. That's a she's moment for me, especially for Jellos getting that operator shot. Ooh, really convincing that this guy is so good at the op. Wish we get more of those. Didn't even look at it. Didn't even look at it. It was. It's like he was flexing at that.
They are so dead.
And with that, we got Tour de Force. And I hope this would be effective now. This Tour de Force, especially on this, it's been quite a while since they had guns. They had guns a while ago, but now they have been on this cycle for quite a while now. So Gearhawks needs to win rounds for themselves, because 7 rounds in, it's important, because Rax and Jellos have been opening up the fight every time, every step of the way. Wins it, but Jellos gonna peek here. Not gonna get it. It's just so fast. Really hard to get value out of it by themselves, but now he needs to get away here. Gets it with one shot, runs away with Ray. Gets it. Now they don't have any more. 2 more shots from the 2 de Force. Last one. This Cosmic Divide is not going to make it any easier for him. He needs to commit if he wants to get another shot in, but Viper's just... Oh no, man. This is just making it harder for themselves, but they're getting a lot of wins though. This is really great for themselves, but with the dismiss, now that makes it obsolete. With this, they have the 5% spit in the Empress on their side, but it's a good thing that Gearhawks forced it out of them.
Gun here.
He's starting it pretty surgical for themselves, but the
enemy
shots are
remaining.
not hitting. Get the shots in, but not enough for them to get a headshot. And Rex is just a monster going on a rampage against Gearhawks. And AC Sports are just making it look so great. They've been dominating rounds per round. Now in this round, we do need the guns. We do have the tour de force a while ago. They've been forcing a lot. I was surprised that they've been forcing a lot of this ultimates on their hands. Yeah, it's okay. The tour de force is okay, but a lot of the other ultimates that they're forcing, even in eco rounds, it's not really that great. Because if you're gonna be forcing your ultimate, it should be a round that you're expected to win, right? But because you're not expecting yourself to win anyway, it's just a waste of ultimate. That makes it expensive. A round that's supposed to be eco, you made it expensive by using the ultimate on your side, but yeah. So far, it hasn't been working out for Gearhawks, but they can still make it work. They can still come back from this. Still not done. Still 8-2. Make it the 9-3. Maybe you get a 9-3. That is gonna be how they turn this around. They just need to win the second crystal round after the next half. That could be the reason why they could turn these things around. But right now, Gearhawks just need to get some kills. If they started this off strong, and the dark cover is gonna dissipate in a bit, gets the timing right, and Azerox gets the kill. That's what I'm saying. That's what he needed. Get the flash out. You had the guiding light, but Ace doesn't even need it. And he was suppressed during that time too, so he just peeked out
30 seconds left.
after the flash. Ace is just confident that he can win this, but 4v4 onto a default. So we can vault in, gets the vision, but K9 Cam on you is already here. On the site. Now this is just easy enough for them. Remember, they have an operator on the rain. He's getting smoked out. Can't even look at anything. That's just unfortunate, but Ray gets it anyway. Don't have any more of the toxic. That's why they've seen Ace onto the backside. They'll be able to get the right timing onto Cuddler. Gets a kill onto Market. They have 2 people. Don't have any more paranoias. They have some ultimates. They don't need to peek here. Gets the timing right onto Jealous. Pushes forward. Got the right timing. Gets 2 on the shorty. What? What is this? Jealous has been getting a lot of the shots.
Last round in the
It's
half.
supposed to be legal, but Jealous. What was that? The timing was just so great. Because honestly, you need 2 shorty shots, but Jealous just needs 1. He gets the timing. He knows that they're gonna push forward anyway. After that, it was easy enough for him to win it. Oh man, Jealous is just a monster with this. Monster with the up, monster with the shorty. And he's getting away with a lot. Oh man, this is Jello's time. This is Jello Monster-rifics right here. Timing right. And wants to get the ultimates almost in, but Ray is just gonna push forward. Doesn't get anything though. Everybody's waiting for him. Does have the flash. Gets the updraft out. Able to tailwind away too. Really nice for him. Gets away with a lot of things, but he's lost. Gets some kills for himself, but the timing. It's just unfortunate that he's gonna be dying by the wall banks from Kuro. That's the last three. Do have 2 more people onto A's side. They heard a rotation coming in. It's gonna be important for them to get these kills before they force themselves into sight. They have the guiding light still onto Ace. Just need to get the timing right. But no, Ace is just gonna walk in unscathed. Gonna get the guiding light, flashes them both out of the way. Can a cam on you gets 1, make that super Cuddler.
Spike down A.
Nobody's here at this point. Gets the right, sees the gun bearer. Kuro is gonna be seeing
30
somebody
seconds
here.
left.
Shadows traveling.
Get the timing right.
Spike
Wasn't even
planted. One
succeeded.
enemy remaining.
Unfortunate that Kuro was just able to get away with it. Man, that's another shot for Jellos. Get this on a 10-2. This man has been popping. Popping heads left and right. What was that? He's just making sure that everybody's kept in check and not that confident. He's putting down the confidence of Gearhawks right now. So just unlucky Hawks has been seeing the domination from Ace. Hope this is not a fast game because Hawks have seen a lot of play from the collegiate scene. Deemed to be a really decent team, but eSports have been taking a lot of wins for themselves. Hawks ain't even able to answer. Now they're starting off this round with a really great start. Ray gets 2. Now that is what I want to see. Hawks popping heads with themselves. Floss is just gonna peek out from this. It's coming out. Kenakamalute gets it. Do have the toxic chain, and they all know that Kenakamalute is here on site though. If ever they get into the site, get some hits in. 5 HP. Need to be careful before he goes into site though.
Toxin screen
Doesn't
down.
get the plant just yet. Goes into generator. So what we're seeing tree is a really crucial spot. They go on to tree. They need to be careful of how Kenakamalute uses it. Azrex gets around anyway.
Last player
That is
standing.
gonna be it. That's the last person on the side with 45 HP. Fine, he has lower HP and Ray's gonna take it. That is what I want to see from Hawks. Getting some kills for themselves. And Ray starting it off explosively with 2 kills onto mid. Now, with this, they can use this round to snowball. eSports wouldn't have the guns as usual onto the second round. Hawks just need to get this round in the bag. This is gonna be a shifty round. Just spell the doom for them. Now, yeah, this would be great for them again. Gonna go for defaults. Gives them 0 points, forcing the rotations already. They would be able to get 1 shot onto Jellos. Not enough to get them the kill. Gets the region bolt onto A. Didn't see anyone though, they were ready
Toxin
for it.
screen down.
There's some toxic chain for themselves. They'll be want to get some vision. Gonna be pushing up. That's it. Gonna be getting Kenai on you. He's already on site though. And now this is Ray. Popping some heads for himself.
Spike planted.
It's important. Get the duelist. Get him to pop up. Get Floss here. Another one onto the flank. Great timings for the attack though. Hope they would be able to get more. They're just ready for whatever's gonna come, but Ray falls down. And Jellos is ready for anyone that's gonna push forward for the side though. Gets the shorty, but not enough for them to. Nothing. They just dissipate. They just got terminated by Hawks. Yet still a lot of rounds. They bought themselves this amount of rounds, so if they make a mistake onto the defense, they know what to do. So yes, what we want to see is for these teams to get rounds by rounds. But now, Hawks, this is the biggest challenge, the biggest hurdle for them is for them to win this 3rd round in where Ace Esports does have a lot of guns. We all know Ace Esports with guns, they're really hard to deal with. I hope it wouldn't be that difficult because Ray just needs to get in. Here's the sound cue onto the ulti orb. No pushes just yet. This is what's hard about a global controller setup. It's really hard to push up, especially if it's an Astra. Together with a Viper, really hard to push up. You won't be able to get anywhere else rather than yourselves here. So yes, Hawks. I hope they would be able to get in sight. But look at them. They're just at the ready. Ace Esports is just at the ready for whoever's gonna push. Even have a great setup onto Ace side. Even get it Floss backs away with that. Now that opens up the site. They only have 1 person on site though. They have to grab it well. Perfect timing onto Kuro and gets it. Gonna open up the site. Never mind. He's a fortress here though. Gets 3K. And wow, Kuro takes the ball down. That could have been great. They got a kill already. But no, to no avail. They can't get anything else. The timing of the gravity well was perfect for him to get all these kills. Wow, so great to see an Astra popping off in this round. Wow. Wow. It's just very brutal. Oh man, I hope they can recover from that though, Gearhawks. But I mean, that could have been a bonus round for AC Sports, but Gearhawks, now it's their time. 4th round. This is where everything should be put into the cards. They even have Ray here with the Blade Storm already. Whatever happens, happens. They have the Recon Bolt. Queuing up onto mid. Ace was able to discover one person onto Ace, onto mid already. What a team here. But the push onto Rex has been taking time though. But he would be able to get the kill and dismiss is out of the way. Perfect for them. But they got this advantage already, even though it's a round that is expected for them to win. But the Hawks losing a lot of members. 3v5 already. Be hard for them. Start this off. Need Ray. Be able to get the kill, but yes, there you go. Jello gets it. Jello's falls. Has some guiding lights. Ace needs to be. Was able to hear it though. Great timing. Guiding light. One guiding light could be the end of it, but he was able to get away unscathed. But Kuro, wow, what a great answer onto B's side. Even getting just a 1-tap onto them. Right now, if they give another kill to Kuro, the next round
30
would be a
seconds
win
left.
for sure. Because Kuro would have the cosmic divide, would be easy enough for them to divide the site for themselves. But yeah, to get the paranoia.
One enemy remaining.
Kuro, and now, not gonna be able to get the kill onto him. At least was able to get a 1-for-1. Pretty important though. But Ace,
Spike planted.
get it. Flashes in. Butler is at the ready. Good timing. Not gonna be able to get the kill anyway. Unfortunate. But now, this is match point, everybody.
Match point.
This is gonna be pretty hard to chase. But one thing's for sure. They have all the means to win this round. They have the Blade Storm, they have the Tour de Force. So if ever they need to put all hands in deck, they could have all their ultimates. They could get Azerix's ultimate onto Ace site. If ever they get it, would be great for the team.
If you want to play, let's play.
There you go. Just the Tour de Force, as I was saying. Plus, waiting for Rex to push up. Doesn't know that Rex is here waiting for him. Trademark onto Jellos. Bosses would be able to see him. Gets the kill. Now they open up the site. They don't know someone's there waiting. Can I count when you get 2? And now that's supposed to be the last one standing on the site, and he falls. Now they open up the site, but they still have a lot of people in. Jellos gets it,
Spike
and the
down
last person
A.
standing on site, he needs to revive his teammate before it goes. And this is gonna be the win
Defenders win.
for AC Sports. Takes the win. Third in is before GG with pace for both of our teams, but AC Sports takes it in the bag. Going on to our semifinals. Be great to see. Teams like this pushing out all their utilities, all their shots. The gunplay of this team is just so good. But can definitely cannot discount the fact that Gearhawks just put themselves out there. And like that, I'm seeing this collegiate teams playing out on the KJC scrims. They play all around a lot, especially with this strong teams that we're seeing right now on KJC scrims. And having that experience is very important for them to put that out on the collegiate scene. That is a great step for them. But it's just still not their day. It's just Ace Esports' day today. The semifinals is going to be coming up tomorrow. But we still have a lot of games incoming for us, everybody. So don't still go away. But before we go into it, we're just going to be like to thank our sponsors, Vertigear, and also Cyberport, and even Kodashop. So before I go, also, if you're a free agent and you're looking for a platform to promote yourself, check out gg.kjcesports.com or just type !KJC Esports at the Twitch chat right there. And this is it, everyone. I have been your caster for today. We're just going to be taking a short break. I'm Dash, and I'm here with nobody. That's so sad, but see you guys in just a bit.
Welcome back, guys. You're still watching KJC Esports Updraft. This is week number 5, and it's a Monday. You know what that means? It is a qualifier. Unfortunately, folks, we wouldn't be able to show to you game number 2 because one of the teams, and that's Crew Esports, was unable to get into the game. So Nightmare Phoenix, they're the ones who win by default.
Yeah. And going into the next game, we have Xenix Esports and Empyrean for game match 3. And we also have the map Breeze. And we're going to be having the defenders onto Empyrean. But before we go into it, everybody, we would just like to thank our co-organizer Cyberport as well. This event wouldn't have been made possible without them. Cyberport is a creative digital community with a cluster of technology and digital content tenants, and Vertigear, the top gamer chair brand trusted by many esports team. Long R, no back pain, comfortable chairs, sorry, for home office and gaming. Get yours now at vertigear.com.
Of course, we've got to give thanks to our other sponsor, Coda Shop. Purchase app and game credits or vouchers online and choose from the most convenient payment methods in the Philippines. With Coda Shop, you have instant and guaranteed delivery. Now, back to the matter at hand here, Dash. We have two teams from the Philippines. We got Empyrean versus Xenix Esports. And we're going into the best map in the game, Breeze.
Yeah. This is just a lot of whenever Breeze comes up, you're gonna be expecting a lot of frags from long ranges. So there is a lot of what you call it, skill
Mm.
expression for gunplay rather than just using the utilities, because there's a lot of long range battles that is going to happen. So that is the reason why everything is surprising whenever it comes to Breeze. Defenders are always going to be having that advantage because there's only small avenues that they can go into sight, which is can easily be overcome by the defenders.
Yeah, absolutely. Breeze is of course my favorite map personally because of what you said. It's the absolute map where you can showcase just how much aim and preparation comes into that aim and in the
Yeah.
game. And I can't wait to get into it. Of course, one of the key factors to note when going into Breeze is that if you are going on the attacker side, this is where you can have as thick of a playbook as you want. Because as we all know, going into the games, or going into these maps that are massive, once you play default, you cannot back out of the decision that you made, no matter how much your numbers have been thinned out, or no matter how awkward it is going to be for you to go for a specific site hit. You have to commit to it because there's just not enough time to rotate to the other side of the map because the map is so big. Now, on that note, this is why mid control is of absolute importance when you go into Breeze. It's for both defenders and attackers. Whoever has got control or who has seized control of that mid area is of course gonna have a breeze in Breeze.
Yeah, there's a lot of agents that usually are used on this agent. This is one of those maps. For example, something like Viper is always used in this map, and there's a lot of changes. Even though there's a lot of changes with Viper when it comes to the damage after passing through
Yeah,
the toxic screen, it's still okay. Viper still nobody does the same thing as what a Viper does, and that's
exactly.
why, yeah, Viper still is very much needed, like how she's needed also in Icebox, and that's the reason why she's still kept in demand just because of it. But you know what it is. On big maps, there's always a great way to use most of
Mm.
these agents. But yeah, I hope that we're gonna be seeing something different. Because remember, Jet has been
Yeah, exactly.
balanced, reworked. I don't want to say nerfed. Probably reworked
Yeah,
is a better term. Yeah.
I want to say nerfed. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Difference of opinion right here, Dash. But let's agree to disagree. Um,
Yeah.
uh, it's I would agree that it's called rework, but for the tailwind, because having a
Hmm.
tailwind works at as it is now means that there's only a singular or not as the Chamber is now the best ob player in the entire game of all the agents because he's the only one who can literally get away in a split second with just a snap of that finger, quite literally. So,
Hmm.
and Jet just can't do that anymore. Well, she can, but only for a specific time frame. But if nothing happens during that time frame, it's a tailwind that's gone. Now, the what that means though for the duelist meta is that perhaps we're gonna be seeing Jet a little bit less because the
Hmm.
tailwind, of course, because of that change, has to be used a little bit more proactively, more aggressively. And on that note, I would argue that Raze is just gonna do a better job at that.
Hmm. But if you think about it,
Yeah. Okay.
Jet does the same thing as she did before.
Mm.
It's just that there's also the reason why we all have Jet every time. Jet is always there. Jet is always on every composition that you could
That's
have
true.
because of the safety of it. What I like about this change is that it's gonna be forcing all those Jet players to play aggressively. So on attack, it doesn't really change a lot of things, but on the defense, that is the reason why I love the change. Because on the defense, you just can't hold an angle with an operator for what? For the whole minute or for the whole round time. That is the reason why the change happened, is because you need to commit if you want to go for dashes. And that has been the reason why I think it is much more of a rework just for her to be used differently than how she just holds one side by herself pretty easily. And that's what's good about it. At least now there's a lot of variety that we could use on the duelist rather than just using the jet. Maybe we could see a lot more of the Reina more than anything. And we're probably not seeing the other ones, but the Reina is probably gonna be there. So, and also the race.
We're
And
probably
the
not. Yeah.
other
I'm sorry.
ones, I'm not so sure.
I mean, we're probably not gonna see those other duelists as you
Mm-hmm.
mentioned. But what do you want to see in Breeze Dash? Because I know you love
Hmm.
your duelists, man. We play every
Yeah.
weekend. What's your favorite duelist to see on Breeze? That's sort of
Especially if it's
unexpected.
just agents that could potentially get into the side pretty easily, Yoru would be
Mm.
great. Yoru
Yeah.
would be a great addition for teams here. But other than his decoy, nothing really matters much to to Yoru. I don't see a lot of his kit getting used a lot on that map because that map is really big. Maybe the teleport would be good, but it takes a long time to ramp up. It doesn't do the same thing as what a jet does. They rework that, lessen the time to get your guns up after going for teleport would be great. But other than that, yeah, I don't want to see Neon because I don't know
Why
about Neon.
not?
I don't know about Neon, man, because
What is this with this
Neon
hatred
is
with Neon?
Neon is just so hard. Honestly, she's just so hard to put into play. Yeah, it's great that she does have her ultimate that is basically like how a Tour de Force or how a Blade Storm works.
Yeah.
But other than that, no. The problem there is she can't get headshots. She can't get headshots with those. The reason why is it's so weak. That gun that she gets for her ultimate is so weak.
Yeah.
But what about you? What do you think?
I would argue your point right there. It's
Mm,
one of the guns, or rather weapons, with the highest DPS. I think it's literally the highest DPS weapon in the
yeah.
game. I think it's a fair contest between that and the Odin. But the thing is, she's got zero recoil, and the double wall that she uses, it's like an upgraded version of the Phoenix wall,
Mm-hmm.
but it's much longer. It's like a Viper's toxin screen. That's a two-way, so I
Yeah.
would argue it's so much easier to slice the map in a non sort of permanent way. Or for example, you have a Viper, right? You have to position that wall preemptively before you strike. So that gives the signal to the enemy that, hey, hold up, these players, they want to split down this particular site where they put it down. But if you don't do that, yes, there's an option of not doing that. But if you don't do that, it's a little bit sort of slow compared
Mm,
to the speedway of Neon. So in that sense, you can literally split up an entire site with a single ability, and Neon could just dash on in, and that's space instantly created.
yeah. That might be the reason why. Yeah, it's great for that you could just
Yeah,
just use the fast lane, right?
yeah.
So yeah, that's the only reason why you'll have her, nothing else, right? So that's a
But she
problem.
runs fast. She runs
Well,
fast, so
yeah,
she's
she
hard to
runs
hit.
fast. Yeah, she runs fast. She's hard to hit, but it's still easy to track her. To be honest, if she's running towards you, or not, if she's not running like
That's true.
what was that word, perpendicular to where you are, it's not. It's she's easy to hit.
Yeah.
She's easy to hit. But if she's running like parallel to where you are, she's just a walking what? She's just walking towards you. She's an easy target. So she's
Yeah.
it's still one of the problems though, right?
Yeah.
So for Neon, but other than her fast lane, other than her dancing, her second ability, I don't know about her second ability, man. I don't know if how that works. I don't know how would you be able to hit that pretty well. Because honestly, I'd rather have a breach if I if I have anyone
Here's
else,
the
right?
thing: you can aim it at the air. For example, there's a wall, right?
There's a lineup, right? So you
Yeah,
need to
yeah,
learn that
yeah.
lineup.
You need.
That's a
That's true.
problem.
I guess. I guess.
That's a
But
pro-
like the
yeah.
the trajectory is almost straight anyway. So for
Yeah.
example, if you hit the roof on top of my head, you can still be
Mm.
able to concuss me. Yeah, but
Yeah,
that's true. You have to learn it. You have to learn it.
yeah.
Well,
This is why it's hard.
I guess Neon is just for the good players. I'm sorry, Dash. No
Yeah,
offense.
definitely. Yeah, it's just for the good players. And I don't know, man. I haven't been a
Yeah, but
fan of.
I would love to see a Neon though, right? I mean, it's a nice change of pace from what we've been seeing
Mhm.
so far. I mean, for the entirety of the Valorant scene, it's almost always, or for the entirety of Breeze being in the game, it's almost always the Jet that comes into play, sometimes coupled with
Yeah,
the Reyna. But with the changes to the controllers and how Astra is now out for the count, and it's shifting towards other sort of small controllers, I would say, the
yeah,
circular controllers. Reyna's slowly gonna come into play, but in Breeze, especially, I think it's it's sort of unchanged how much priority Arena does, but it's only because of priority to other agents that's gonna nullify the need for Arena. And case in point, the Chamber. You get that fragging capability, you get a free gun essentially, and you have a little bit of defense on the trademark.
yeah. That is what's great about one of the great things about the changes for Jet is this: Chamber always comes into play because because you don't have the safety of the Jet anymore. You need someone who can do the same thing as what the Jet does, but in the defense. So it is very much needed for you to have a Chamber
Select your
every time, which is
agent.
great. Which is great. This is what we are saying about what about a while ago with the variety of the agents that we have in the game is that we're gonna be seeing a lot more. But as we were saying about the adjustments, we still have the Jet here in this game. So
Yeah, yeah.
yeah,
Well, that's the thing about having a jet, right? Having the jet reworked, right? The way her tailwind works for the attacking side is basically the same way you would use it before and after the change. So that's basically
yeah,
why we're seeing a jet coupled with the chamber, right? But one of the things here that's slowly coming into fruition for a lot of our pro teams is the initiator combos we see, right? This is not something new. The double initiator comp, we see it all the time. We've seen it before. Sometimes the combination of the Sova on top of something like a Sky or maybe a Sova and a Breach, but now it's the Sova on top of a KO, and this is something that is super underutilized in my opinion because
yeah.
it's just so oppressive on the attacking side and even on post plant retake. And now I wouldn't be surprised if we see it here, particularly in Breeze where the sites are just so big.
Yeah. And what's great about Breeze is that when you take the site, it's still easy to retake because there's a lot of space. There's not a lot of nooks and crannies. There's not a lot of corners that you can make use of just for you to dominate the site. That's what's great about it. But still, it's still easy to retake. So you really need a lot of these agents that could be positioned pretty easily, like the chamber and the jet. And we also have a lot of ways to flush them out of those angles. And that's why there's a really big need also of the KO and the Silva on this map. So we're gonna be seeing the same lineups from both sides. That we're gonna be having the same lineup. So it all comes down to how they use their utilities on this one.
Absolutely. It's a battle of the ages here between our two Philippine teams, and it's just it's somewhat poetic if you think about it that both of them has got the same lineup, but sort of
Choose your
expected
agent.
as well. We here in Southeast Asia we have a very distinct play style, and that is that whatever works. To quote dubstep, whatever works, and it's just gonna pan out true this time as well. That both of our teams only has the same devices to work with, so it definitely is a battle of grit, a battle of experience, a battle of well, how they're going to execute this attack and this defense. And I can't wait, Tash. Can't wait to get right in the thick of it.
Yeah. Going into the thick of it, and we're going for the game. This is what we have. We have the same lineup from both sides, so data we're not going to be seeing anything different. So we have the same thing again. Look at the changes, look at the nerves, and we still have the same things on this map, though. Same compositions. Yeah, yeah, still have it. But yeah, I hope we have fun on this game because we have Xenix and also Imperium on this game. We have match three. Skip match two
Dash,
a
dash,
while
wait,
ago,
wait,
but now
dash,
we're gonna
buddy,
go for the
buddy, buddy.
defense. What?
But wait, sorry to cut you off, but are you okay?
Yeah,
I just
yeah,
gotta ask. I just gotta ask, man. Are you okay?
yeah,
I'm sorry to
yeah,
leave you
yeah.
hanging. Game number one, right? I was running, and
No,
I
it's
was
okay.
I
Yeah.
was in a meeting. I'm sorry, but I'm here now. Okay, you can talk to me, my guy.
Nah, nah, nah. No need, my guy. I'm feeling great. I'm feeling great. But yeah, let's get back into our game because looking at it, we'll be having a bit of a pause because still having a bit of difficulties, but gonna go into the game later on. We still have a lot of things to go for. Pretty much expecting that this would be a mid push, just because of how they're positioned here.
No, let's talk a little bit more about the pre-game dash, because honestly, I'm concerned. What?
About what?
What? What? I don't know. I just want to talk, because it's been a while. It's been what? How long since we have casted together?
Been hours. Since
18
we casted
hours.
together. Yeah, it's been just
I mean, no,
just
no,
8
no, more,
hours.
no,
Yeah.
no, no. That aside, I mean, when was the last time we had a heart-to-heart talk? I mean, we can do it
Oh
now,
yeah, I don't know.
Why
man.
not?
It's been quite a while.
Yeah. So how are you?
I'm doing fine. I'm doing fine. It's been quite a great
Yeah.
day so far.
You're
yeah.
still. How was your girlfriend?
What girlfriend? what,
Oh
what do
wait, you
you
don't
mean?
have. Oh, I'm sorry.
How
I'm
about
sorry.
you? How are you? How are you?
I'm doing good. Just
Yeah.
had my birthday yesterday, so that was.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Oh, no, you know what? I loved it yesterday. That I worked during my birthday, which is not a bad thing.
Yeah.
I liked it so much. You know, you earn money while you're
Yeah.
on
Toxins
your
going up.
enjoying your birthday, but it was nice. Oh, today is a special day for me because this is my 1 year with KJC eSports.
Let's
Shout out to
go!
the big
Really?
guy.
Happy
Jeffrey.
Adam.
Yeah, thank you, Jeffrey, for the opportunity. But here we go, one-on-one trade. So far, Sim picks up Abantek, and Lemon is now drawing up resistance in the B
Spike
side, but they're
down
not
B.
really holding so well right now. 2 versus 3, and retake already commencing without the spike going down yet. And Solus cannot even get the spike down because there's everyone from behind. Flacco
Almost.
did Ray. Now they're just not
Last
able to get the
player
spike down
standing.
because of how fast
Spike
rotations come
down,
through from
B.
Imperial. Now it's a 1 versus 2. No more headhunter shots. Down to Flacco. Can't even set up those teleporters. And Breckstar is gonna quick to capitalize on that. Flacco falls. It's the first round going the way of Phoenix, or rather, Imperial.
Yeah, what a great round for them to start it off and got it in the end. So moving forward here for Empyrean, what they just need is just use the Spectres in their hands. Even though that this map really doesn't have or rather favor a lot of the Spectres players, but might be able to use it later on. I wish it would be. Honestly, starting off this round, they looked really great because Xenix wasn't able to pierce through the side.
Imperial with a 3 or actually this is a pretty standard defense right now for Imperial, apart from the fact that they're
Yeah.
not watching mid at all. They're willing to play these conservative angles, and I like it. They're want to give these guns away. Fear though, getting pummeled out of there as he picks up Wabak.
Spike
Now going for a
down A.
re-pick against 2 members. He gets headshot. Still one-on-one trade so far. Didray finally here for the backup. He spots him, and that's the spike control as well.
One
Now
enemy
everyone's coming in.
remaining.
Breckstar is here as well. The last one standing, Flacco. Can he get those headshots? Using that time to get the ultimate orb for a bit or earlier through the force. But what damage can you do here, Flacco? Everyone's rushing you, and it seems like the answer is nada. 2-0.
Pretty easy round because expected for the bonus round, but now it's time for Xenix to actually fight back from this. Have some guns on their side already. Moving forward, they just need to, just need to make use of what they have on the side of Imperial eSports because, Spectres don't have the range for it, but they just need to reposition well because on the defender side, it's easier to dictate where the fight is going to happen. That's what they did. They all want to move forward here, Aiden.
Yeah, exactly what I'm talking about. They have to use the Spectre to their advantage. It's fear to strike fear in their
Spike
eyes. And now they've
down
gotten
A.
spike control as well. Cave is getting swarmed by the defense here. Fear still looking for more as they finally pick up the vandals for themselves. Simp, can you push up against this? The wall is not even down as of yet. But
Poison's
look at
off.
the spike dash. I mean, they're backing off Imperial, but Xenix is traumatized. They don't even want to get near it.
Yeah,
Spike retrieved.
They can't even get close.
Oh, there you go.
Especially with what they have, Xenix. Haha, they're having a hard time here. Will they fight or not? That is the question here. Trying to gear up the full A main. It's taking a lot of time. If they take a lot of time, I think if they should commit on to A or should they just wait for the rotation to come out. taking a bit. Gonna go for a rotation onto mid most likely, or maybe onto B side. 40 seconds at the clock. Need to find a way to get in.
Yeah, but they have to play super composed. They have to play together here as a unit.
30
And I
seconds
like that they're
left.
doing just that right now. And they've also conserved the toxin screen yet to lay down the position. They reveal themselves, but Solar picks up out the neck. That knife is so surely going to help them out. Doesn't spot anyone, but that owl drone going to give them an inkling of where Pexstar is right now. Didray refusing to go down that fight, but Sim picks him up with a 2K. Pexstar reveals himself. Now between the pyramids is where Solus is planting now.
Spike
And a
planted.
beautiful
One
backup
enemy
right there.
remaining.
Pexstar denies it, and Lemon cleans it
Spectres!
up. And Empyrean, well, it's the aggressive push here, Dash. They pick up the 5 versus 3. They close it out pretty nicely.
Imperium's pushes are so nice, getting it with the Spectre, and also the surprise a while ago, pushing onto A with the Spectres on hand. We weren't expecting it to happen, and as we said, was expected for them to do something else, but because they did it, they don't have any guns anymore on the side of Xenix. Now, this is a hard time. This is a hard times for them. Xenix needs to use this next round just for them to at least do some damage against Imperium. Don't let them build their banks.
Question is that, can they still do that? Because, think about it, Imperium's bank is, well,
Poison orb
pretty
emitting.
well off right now. Look at Lemon, 500, 800 red still.
Oh,
but
no.
Didray with the X-ray vision against Simp. Not even gonna permit that door control. As again, it's a mid play for Solus and the rest of the attacking squad here. Pretty ballsy on these pushes.
Oh!
And Fear again destroys Sang, and now Solus to quick Ray the out.
Last
Ooh,
player
what
standing.
a tap.
Didray, oh, look at the headshots. Everyone's aim is just on point today. Now it's all down to Wabak. Of course, Lemon did fall, allowing for the upgrade to be permitted, but he can't even inch forward down in mid, and he's holding on to that spike for dear life.
Oh, especially if it's a best of one. Don't need to make any mistakes on your side, because if you do, it's bye-bye for you. But right now, Xenix, as we said a while ago, they just wanted to
Revealing
do
area.
some damage, even for just a bit. At least Lemon falls, forcing him to buy another gun next round. With Wabak.
30 seconds left.
Go and push onto B side. You think it's clear, but no, it's not. Didray was waiting. That's gonna be a takedown onto B side.
Yeah, that's a pretty. It's a bonus. It's a bonus round, so quite expected that Empyrean was going to clean that up quite easily because, well, they had all the guns in the world that they want. And look at their bank here, Dash. It's almost max creds for more than half of the members for Empyrean here. And Xenix, they have to find their composure soon because remember, this is Breeze. One would argue, or it's general knowledge rather, that Breeze is a little bit more attack sided.
Yeah.
I wonder how they're going to approach this next attack though. It's Sang picking up that operator, so this might be the way for them to switch things up.
Yeah. I think the operator might be getting it first though. Because after this, they need here with Xenix. Tapping. Wait. Okay, so I thought they're gonna be starting after that, but with the operators down, we're waiting for timing before we go in. But do you have the Vandals already? As you said, the operators are waiting for it.
Yeah.
But they have, as you said, they still have a lot of bang, even though they have the Vandals right now. So it's gonna be still a really hard round for Xenix. It's really needed for him to actually win this.
Yeah, I gotta say here, Dash, I love the adaptation and the read from Empyrean eSports. I mean, they saw it right there in round number 3. They only had Spectres to work with, so what do? 3-man stack down in AK, pushing up, and they had the proper read. Xenix, they positioned their spike so aggressively down in shop. I believe they were trying to secure the ultimate orb. questionably so, because they had no business positioning the spike. I mean, quite aggressively right there. They should be expecting these types of plays to come out, especially in round number 3. But Empyrean, they just had the proper read, and Xenix just wasn't ready for it. Now, with the state that we're in, 4-0, Xenix so early on is just using such drastic measures just to try and swing the momentum back in their favor. The operator on the attack is not something new, but it's also not something conventional. This is not something that people usually opt for when they're running behind.
Yeah. If ever drastic times, drastic measures. But they need Sag to get that first kill first. Because if ever they don't get the first blood, they'll be losing on a lot of space for themselves. But after starting off, I hope that they would be able to though. Right now, just seeing with how Imperium just plays right now, they are really on point, especially with their shots. Getting all the headshots a while ago. Later on, might see some changes. That's because it's the gun round, doesn't mean it's big advantage for Imperium, even though Sang does have the half armor. It could still be easy for them to at least turn this around.
Absolutely. You know what, Dash? It's kind of funny that we're both from the Philippines, by the way, me and Dash. Both of our teams are from the Philippines. And I'm seeing right here, KJC eSports just tweeted to me. We hope your internet is treating you well right now.
I hope so, though.
And well, while my internet is treating me, up there is not the same story at all.
Yeah.
PH internet, ladies and gents. PH
The
internet.
best.
It's the best. And ironically, where else can you get internet that's expensive? Anyway. Anyway.
Yeah, I don't know, actually.
So Dash, it's a Monday. Tell me about your weekend.
Yeah. It was such, I don't know, it's a typical weekend. Weekend is work day, especially for us.
That's true, but like, what did you do last weekend?
What did I?
apart from work? Yeah, because for me, it's a pretty pretty eventful weekend. Despite having to work, I got myself some chicken. That's the highlight of my weekend.
Yeah. Yeah, that's great. I mean, you had your, as you said, you had your day, right? So, chicken is mandatory on those.
Yeah,
types of days, right?
exactly.
Yeah.
Right. Some Jollibee, some
Yeah?
chicken joy.
Yeah, the best.
Oh, by the way, for since since on the topic of chicken, Dash, it's only recently that I found out that in other countries, their McDonald's don't have fried chicken.
Yeah, they don't have rice even.
Yeah, the rice I understand, but fried chicken? I mean, that's a tragedy because McDonald's chicken here, for those of you who don't know, there's some McDonald's chicken here in the Philippines. It's the best.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
like, it's like even better than KFC. But yeah, KFC, it's not. I know this is a controversial take here, Dash, because you love KFC. But KFC is.
I don't know, man. I don't even like KFC.
Really,
I just-
really.
I just choose KFC
I thought
because
I thought that was your favorite, man.
no, it's not my favorite because I just choose it because I don't know. I don't even know. I just like their gravy, that's all. Maybe that's the reason why. I'm not buying it for the chicken. I'm buying it for the gravy. I don't know why I make these life choices here. So. But yeah, back to the point about McDonald's having no chicken. I think it's also because McDonald's is originally a burger joint.
Yeah, exactly.
That's
it's
why-
still a burger joint everywhere else. Except for
Yeah,
the-
that's why they don't have chicken.
Yeah, but okay, you got me there. That's true. But burger joints
Yeah.
can have chicken.
In the Philippines, that is, because we love our chicken.
We love our burgers.
I don't love my burgers. I don't like burgers.
You don't like. Okay, listen, Dash. Listen, you gotta listen here. You gotta listen quick. Have you ever had a good burger?
Yeah, I did. I already did. It feels it feels whenever you eat a burger that's actually good,
Yeah.
it feels like I don't know. It feels sinful for
What do
some
you-
reason. like my body doesn't like it or something,
Your
right?
body doesn't like having burger. Something's
No,
okay.
no. It feels like, you know what? The amount of fats that you get from the burger, you feel it. You feel it while eating the burger.
Okay,
So
but
it kind of doesn't feel that great. But I like burgers. I like the
Okay.
taste of burgers.
okay then. Okay, I understand that point.
Yeah.
I ask you a follow-up question then. Do you like chicharron?
I don't know.
You don't? Okay.
I don't.
If you-
I won't actively find it. But
Okay then.
if
Good,
it's
good.
there, I'll eat it. Yeah.
Okay, then. Okay, one more question. Do you like bacon?
Yeah, I do.
Okay. So now we're getting somewhere. If you like something so fatty, and then you make the same argument about burgers, then what's the
Yeah.
difference?
But burger has a lot more calories. That's why.
Oh, we can fact check that real quick, you know?
Okay,
But anyway, hold that
we're
thought.
going to
Steven.
the-
Now going for the execute down into the site. Solus activating the log command, slicing right into the site, but there's still one member behind, and then Ray down from CT and McDonald's picks up that rampaging robot and is now has Vandal at hand, Viper Spit in place. That's gonna have to be the retake 3v3.
Phoenix has better positioning, but Imperium loses one of their members. They do have one down onto Solus. They can't and won't be able to get the revive onto him. They have better positioning. Phoenix could eventually win this pretty easily because they have the Viper Spit on hand. Have some beacon balls on them, but Didre falls. I mean,
Oh,
Didre kills one
Last
onto
player
Rampa.
standing.
They can win this. As I said, Viper Spit was pretty crucial during that round, and that gave them a win.
That definitely shows why KO is slowly coming into the meta down in Breeze, because once you have that ultimate like that, it's just so easy to slice through that defense, especially when you've got sites like these that are so big that it requires you to have these sentinels and controllers, case in point the Viper and the Chamber, that when you have everything that they have in terms of defense, Toxin Screen and the trademarks deactivated, it's just so easy to contest these wide angles, and that's exactly what Phoenix used. They used those ults. That worked. Got the first round.
Going forward, Zhang. Intervals already pierced through, and Xenix would be able to get themselves inside. They have some kills already on the Solus. Gets the right timing, though. Didre gets the kill. Now Holes is not clear because Zhang is here waiting for the right timing. Almost gets a headshot. Didre misses a bit. All they need is for them to use this tailwind, but Lemon
One enemy
timing
remaining.
right, and Zhang gets gets another one on Didre. Have him onto the rendezvous. Last shot on to the Tour de Force. Needs to wait for it
Yeah, that
before
was-
he gets into sight. But Waiko, it's good positioning. He was able to discover where he was. Oh no, he was holding his knife. Needs to get away from
One
this.
enemy
Right
remaining.
timing, gets a kill. Doesn't have enough time though. They can end this. Go for the defuse, but Didre is waiting for him. Doesn't get the kill. Now he kills Flacco too. No, never
Flacco's
mind.
alive. Ah, good job there. Valiant effort from Didre, but did you see that dash from Sang? And it's an absolutely ballsy dash right there. And Duarte, I mean, didn't know where the last two members of Empyrean was. Dashed forward just so he could use that tailwind to his advantage. And swung right into the crosshair of, it was Prexstar, I believe. So 4-2. The operator actually now in the hands of Didre. This is where the chamber really comes into play down in Breeze. Both of our chambers here have sort of an operator apiece. Flacco, of course, has that for the force to activate. Sang dashes forward and still gets that headshot. Solus now getting contested down from elbow, and Lemon's just mowing them all down. Finally getting shut down by Simp, but he's down to 1 HP here.
That's a low HP. Don't have it against anymore. You have the Dre onto the operator. Can't still open the site. Taking a lot of time here. Sang is in a great position to go for a flank. Maybe they need to, but Didre needs to be careful if ever he pushes onto this. Need to get themselves on the backside. Because right now on McDonald's, they're not
One
seeing
enemy
anybody,
remaining.
but Didre has been discovered. gets the kill, but Pregstar he's back with one more, and Zhang! Another one on his hands.
And Sang's dashes are just so scary. But he makes it work every single time. How is this man doing this? Because finally it's the Blades, active for Sang. Operator picked up as well. So again, it's the offense on the op. And the response from Fear. He says, hold up, you got an op? I'm getting an op too.
Yeah. Now they have with this operator now. Losing a lot of this round consecutively. Maybe they're gonna go for a 4-4 here, but with
You want to
Imperium
play?
looking
Let's
right now,
play.
they still have some credits. Even have the Tour de Force out of the Xenix. Let's get some kills on their hands.
Boys
on
and
the left.
orb, the toxins going up.
Don't have the right timing on the balls. Gets it. No, not a shot in. Team needs to open it. Opens it up pretty easily. Won't be able to peek out. Solus gets the right timing though, but they're gonna be closing it again. So while back is
Spike
free to
planted.
plant the spike, but he gets one. He's gonna get another.
enemy
Breakstar
remaining.
is gonna fall in Phoenix. It's their timing right now. Lemon is the last one standing.
Yeah. 1 versus 4. You got the Viper Spit ready, but so many angles to clear, so many members to take down. Fortunately for Lemon, got enough creds for the next one, but still an unsurmountable task ahead of him. You gotta question whether Lemon's up for the task here. Look at Sang just making as much noise as he can. Now he's getting pushed up from 2 angles. And he's got no clue that it's not a bait from the sideline. Sang's gonna spot him and he's gonna take him out so easily. 4-4 is the scoreline here, Dash, and at some point you have to start questioning whether Empire should give away the site, because how many rounds has it been since the operator has been in play for Xenix? And when you give Xenix the post plant with an op, it's almost guaranteed that they're gonna win it.
Yeah. Now with Empyrean losing that round, as you said, got the operator again onto Xenix. Even have it a while ago, but now they're losing a bit of the ground here. Losing even Fear a while ago, but it's just super hard for them to get their opportunities here. Because Xenix with Sang opening at the side easily every time, they always find success. Now they need to find more. But Empyrean, it's gonna be hard for this time, next round.
It's gonna be hard for Empyrean from here on out, because it was 4-0 earlier. Now it's 4-4. How are they gonna even bounce back from this, especially when their bank is not really cooperating? Get the broken buy from them. 2 assault rifles for Lemon and Fear, but that's about it. That's about the most amount of firepower that they have. I mean, sure, they have the Viper Spit, but how can they utilize it to their most advantage when there's not really a lot of firepower going on? So perhaps the play here is to be a little bit more aggressive like they did in round number 3, where they completely caught Xenix off guard. But gotta ask if Xenix have they learned their lesson from round number 3? Seems like they have.
They started off again on the mid.
That's a good spot.
So getting the info with a 0 point, but Abbott will be able to see his. Knows that Epic has been pushing through forward. Hasn't seen anything though. Look at that with the 0 point coming out. Oh no, I think Solus needs to back away here. Nice for it. The Molly comes
Spike down,
down.
mid.
Blacko gets the kill, but he gets killed in replace of it.
I got the spike.
Got 2. And now they still have one more person. They can't revive there. You
Yeah.
won't be able to revive up, I think. So yeah, this is just gonna be a post ban onto A.
Yeah,
Spike
they were
planted.
fighting for who gets the kill there. Don't steal my kill! I killed that guy, says Didre. But it's a post-plant 3v2, and again, Xenix at a pretty good spot.
Scanning ahead.
One
It's pretty
enemy
hard
remaining.
considering it's a 1 versus 3 now with Didre picking up Wabak. But it's still the operator argument that I've been saying. But there goes the beautiful Hunter's Fury. And Sang has just got not enough tones in his voice to sing it this time. As finally Empyrean back on the board, 5-4. It's been a drought for consecutive rounds. And right now they're bouncing back. They pick up the op as well.
It'd be great for them to start it off here. With Empyrean just holding out on the right places, being very confident. with the way it's looking, Xenix has found the groove a while ago. He just needs to make use of it again. But remember, that round was just half biased for Empyrean.
Exactly.
We're able to win it. So now, it's gonna be hard here on. So Xenix can just press on the wounds of Empyrean. Just went in for the win. With this, Operator's out onto Didray. Gets the first kill. Would be great, but the timing should be better for Abednek. Backs away onto Simp. Good timing.
Yeah. I love how Sim played that as well. He did very little in that fight, but was able to slither away against 2 crosshairs. And now Abednek is in a little bit of a hefty spot here. Lemon, though, on the flip side of things, denies that entry, or rather that window position from Flacco. Chamber's just out for the count. Now, members of Xenix, they're slowly deciding whether they should commit to this A site, where they have a pretty good idea that it's a 3-man stack here. They know that there's 2 people down in the hall, but it's just gonna walk right into the op. And Sang down. What's more?
Oh, what?
Wow, wow.
What was that shot? Oh man, Solus was crazy there. He timed it right. He timed it when the flash popped. He just timed one shot and knows that he's gonna come out anyway. That was so great. Good timing for him. Now he sees the Ray takes him down.
30 seconds left.
Phoenix can't even decide on what side to go for because they have the toxic screen placed already on A side. So with the operators onto A, it is not looking like a tasty treat. So Xenix is having a hard time to decide. They're slowing it down. Goes in peaks, gets away.
One enemy
Good
remaining.
timing, but
Spike
gets a
down
one tap
mid.
again onto Wallback.
10 seconds
But
left.
now Wallback can run away. Just one hit and Lemon gets it.
Yeah, this is exactly what I was talking about earlier, Dash. Empyrean, the key for them is not to go into post-plant. Don't give away these sites because Xenix is just so good at planting their feet in the post-plant, especially with just how often Sang picks up that op. But when you nullify their manpower before the site hit begins, that's when Empyrean shines. Because the truth of the matter is, Xenix is just so good at these duels that Empyrean, they shouldn't be risking these 1v1s. But when they do, and when they win those 1v1s, Xenix just they start to falter.
Yeah. Faltering. Xenix is just losing the ground, especially when the operators came into play for Didray. And they're still wanting to go for A side. Didray has been getting those first taps, first kills since a while ago. Whenever he gets it, especially on the jet, makes it harder for them to move forward. If Sang falls down, nobody's there to disrupt the crosshairs of Didray.
Yeah.
Now they're still going for it.
That's the thing as well. When Sang goes down, there's no other duelist they can back on. Perhaps Solus can fit those shoes, but now with how aggressively Solus is playing, actually taking those shoes of a duelist, but Sim goes for the peak. But Didray is just so good on the trigger finger. Fear still getting pummeled there. Luckily he has that dash to avail himself out of that situation. Fear still getting pummeled, but Sang creating space down in B side. Now calling for the rotation, and Lemon shuts him all down. And now again, Xenix is discombobulated. Are they gonna go to B? Are they gonna go to mid? Or are they gonna go to A?
We love Solus here. Solus might find an opportunity for himself, but backed away at the most crucial moment. Xenix getting the 0 points in. Don't find anyone. Tad pushes Lemon away from thinking that this might be a bait push.
Poison orb emitting.
So with the poison orb, good timing for him. No utilities for them to get into sight. So they need to wait this out. It's taking a long time. So
30
Empyrean,
seconds left.
how slow they're starting it off.
Poison's
Do
off.
have the recon ball just for them to get info before they go in. The rendezvous has been heard. They have to peek out. They have a
enemy
crossfire on
remaining.
hand.
Spike
That
down
would be
B.
good for them. Gets the kill. Would be great.
And now after so we still have those 2 flashes to work with, but there's too many
I
angles
would
to watch out
apologize
for.
to them, but alas.
And Didray just hears exactly where those shots were coming
Last
from.
round
He's got
before the
beautiful
switch.
positioning right there. And Like I said, Dash, when they win these duels and they don't give up sight, Imperium, it's the job is so easy for them right after the fact. 'Cause when we saw that Lemon traded out Sang right there, Xenix just was dazed. They couldn't get the execute in time, and by the time that they recuperated, it's just down to a 2 versus 4. And now, 7-4, they're 3 rounds behind. Their bank is iffy. At least they have the multi-man going.
But neck.
Get out of my way!
Just have the molly onto him. Won't be able to get anything. No fear. Is just getting pummeled by a lot of the utilities here on the side. Can't even get a tailwind off. So he needs to be careful before he goes in. One more second. Never mind. Didrik gets a kill, gets one more, gets a shot in, and Sang would be able to open up the side for himself. Nobody was here
Can't use that.
helping him out. He still so he has been hit. Sang.
Our spike carrier is
He does have the blade storm on his
Spike
hands. He
down.
gets it, another one on his side,
enemy
and he would be
remaining.
able to run it down. Last one standing would be Prexstar.
One
He knows that
enemy
he's
remaining.
moving around, but Solus doesn't have the spike on his hands.
Yeah.
So Prexstar is pushing away, and Solus needs to get a post plant here.
Does manage to retrieve it, and there's time left as well, and he goes for the bait. It's just too easy for Solus. 7-5 is the scoreline.
switching sides.
And wow, what an amazing performance right there for Sang. And
Yeah.
as well, I'd like to point out just how oppressive the KO into the Sova could be on the attack.
Yeah.
I mean, Fear was just trying to destroy all of that utility. There was a knife, and then there was the recon, and then there was the knock command. He couldn't go anywhere, and when he
Yeah.
couldn't hit just one shot, he just got pummeled out of that position. It was a pretty good position too. He got a pretty good setup. Got an op, and then a phantom on the floor, switching up and about with the guns, but everything raining down on him. Couldn't
Yeah.
couldn't really. He was in a big pickle there.
Yeah. Nothing to work with
A
for
gift.
him. There's the reason why he had a hard time. But right now, moving forward, suppression onto A. They're going for very slow defaults here. Want to give themselves some opportunity before they go into site. Haven't discovered it already. That's why a lot of people are rotating onto A. That is the bait. That is the trap that they're luring them into.
Are they going to bite though?
Poison orb emitting.
It seems like no.
I got the spike.
They're all aware of this situation, but with Didray falling right there, gotta wonder what they're gonna do next, because Empyrean, the default's not working out so well for them, so far at least. But this is a pretty good call to actually reposition themselves together down in B side, because even though they're not sure how many people are in B, at least they have the manpower advantage. Because there's no way, or there's a 99% chance that all 5 people are not in B site, and they seem decided. They're going for the B hit here. They're putting down the walls. They're putting down the suppressed. Sang doesn't get detected
30
and peeks
seconds
just in the
left.
nick of time, but doesn't really get anything out of it. They know that Sang's still there, so now they're gonna swarm him down. And Imperium pick up 2, opening up B side.
Ooh, opening up the side in Neck does have them repositioning here. Would be everyone be aware of where he is though. Recon Ball comes out, pops it out, and Neck gets one kill and positions himself away, but didn't have the time to get it though. To be respectful of that Guardian
Enemy
onto
tag.
Flacco. Thunder is really great at this first round. But Fear, striking fear into their hearts, making very
One enemy
aggressive
remaining.
plays, but he falls onto Solus. Does have the flash still, backs away, but was flashed by himself, so wasn't able to get anything. And he's just buying some time.
One enemy
He won't be
remaining.
able. Oh, he was able to get one kill, but he doesn't have any more time. Lemon is just gonna take this in the bag and gets it. Salt in the wound, kills him even in the end.
A real good job from Empyrean right there. Imperium, sorry. Empyrean. 8-5. They pick up the pistol round 2 times in a row today.
Yeah.
Did such a fantastic job as well. This is the strength of Empyrean that Xenix has failed to accomplish so far. That even though they lose a member on the default, they still was able to bounce back and off of playing off each other as well, which was great.
Shutting them down.
Ooh. Not gonna get anyone. No recons. At least they get the ultimate orb. Because they're wanting to get the ultimate as fast as they can for Abednek, just for them to get into sight easy. But now he has been discovered. Takes the ultimate orb, but Flacco is waiting for him. I like the fact that Imperium is just playing it slow, but Tidray did get some kill for himself. Now that just opens up B side. No rotations called just yet because they know Tidray could potentially just be lurking. But no, that is the bait that they want to take. Tidray was lurking. Now everybody's called onto B side. So Simp needs to stop simping onto B. Needs to go for a retake if he wants to, because if he stays here, he's gonna be
Toxins going
dead
up.
meat.
Take
He's gonna
flight.
offer up a bit of resistance though. Doesn't want to give the site away, but is that the right call here, Dad? He's pushing up right now, and Simp just got nothing against him. Just a classic to work with, and that's
Told you
not
not
really
to
the
simp.
best gun in the game. He was well, he was shooting his shot, you know, and it was a swing and a miss. Same is true for Solus, not winning that swing against Fear. So now it's all down to Flacco and Wabak to try and buddy system this round to their
get the
advantage.
shot.
Flacco the wide swings, Tidray
Last
away
player standing.
with Abednek with just the more firepower and the better aim. 9-5 is the scoreline. It becomes a bonus.
You know what? That could have been close, but
Yeah.
but they got the second kill pretty easily. Could have been yet, but it's a good thing that they were able to shut them down. This is very telegraphed that they would be able to win this, but it's taking a long time before they start any fights, right? So in a big map like this, let's you think, are they on mid or are they pushing somewhere else? So that's why Xenix doesn't force any rotates as long as they can. And that was what Imperium's doing. Now they're conditioned that they won't push anywhere, but they're pushing on A side pretty fast because they have the ultimates on hand and they got it. The side is already theirs, but Zhang would be able to get one kill. He's still pushing forward. They didn't get anything though. They opened up the side, but now without any ultimate, it would be a hard burst plan situation.
Rather as idea though, they only had Spectres to work with, and now they're pushing up in the aggressive angles.
Grounded.
Abednek
Oh,
picking
great
it down.
crossfire.
Man advantage is in Imperium's hands. Fear as well gets 2 of his own, and Solus all up to you. But doesn't have enough in that tank, and Tidray secures that round for Imperium. What was that? Now they're in the double digits, and now Xenix is in trouble.
That's a great crossfire. If you saw how they got the crossfire there, they were waiting for the push onto tunnels and on the arches. When arches pushed, Abednek was waiting. When tunnels pushed, Fear was there. What a great way to start the round off. Pushing off there was really important for them. And now that they started it off, this could have been potentially a round for Xenix, but Imperium just shut them down and they're going to be doing the same thing. They have the Marshall. Flacco gets a headshot. Now that would stop any more aggression for their side because the slow is going to come in, but Flacco is running out.
What a shot right there, though, from Flacco. I mean, it didn't stop the Spike fan from going, but it's fantastic showing.
Spike
But here goes
planted.
the Cloudburst play. Sang pushes up, but they miss each other, and now he's in trouble. Oh no. Lemon just shuts him down, and the Bucky's now out. Tidray's now inside.
No,
Oh
what a
no, they
shot!
picked them both out. And now everyone back in Xenix is McDonald's, but what can they do? Nothing at all. They didn't have the firepower. They didn't have the manpower. That round was just lost from there on out. 11-5. Imperium is making quick work of this attack.
Now you know what? Just because of what happened there, they're gonna be switching up. They need the chamber and another, or maybe a lot of people onto B side because they have pushed that a lot. So with this, pushing a lot of players onto B side, now A side is open. This was the trap that they're waiting for. Imperium was gunning for this plan since a while ago. Going for defaults again would keep them on their toes. Oh no, we made the wrong decision. Are they gonna be pushing onto
You
B
want to
side?
play?
No.
Let's play.
Went in for the 0 point onto B, so that means they're gonna be pushing onto B. They're getting a lot of this ultimate on their hands, but with Wabak going for any pushes, he was able to see Tidray. Is gonna be running away, so they know that there's someone at B, but that's the bait that they're looking for. Now they're rotating onto A side, and they want to push it after the toxic screen comes out. It's Tour de Forces. Should it be Tour de Forces? The Tour de Force, plural, on both sides. It's on B side for Xenix.
Yeah.
So this would be good for Imperium.
Yeah, proper read right there. And it seems like Imperium is just reading Xenix like a book right now. Now
Yeah.
they got this on the screen. Everyone
Oh, no.
is about to execute, but is this the bait? They got spotted out. The null command immediately activated in response. So now Imperium can rotate. Xenix, they're cracking under the pressure. Now Tang is shutting them all down. He picks up 2. Repexter finally trades him out. But are they going to commit to this ace side? He gets flashed out, and
flash.
Solus gets that spike
Spike
out
down
in the
mid.
open. And now he's just going to collect. But is he going to get more? No, he doesn't. And Snemen going up against this Tour de Force.
enemy remaining.
Flacco's just too good with that aim. Looking for more.
Oh, another
He shuts
shot.
it all down. 6-11, and Xenix still kicking.
Great use of the utilities. Great use of the null command from Solus. That's why they weren't able to get the push there. The Tour de Force was nullified onto Didray. I forgot to point out Didray has 25 kills right now. This man is just putting himself up there. So Xenix, with this, they bought themselves some time. At least a bit of credits for them to lose one more round before the match point comes in so that they can fight man to man here. But Empyrean, to be careful on this next one because it's like that Xenix aggressive plays from Zhang. It's the reason why they were able to put out a lot of these wins. Drake just did a lot of damage there.
Nobody falling as of yet though, but like you mentioned, Didray, the man of the hour. So getting reinforced up in B here. Is Didray going to peak that? Might potentially be dangerous now. But he's contemplating it. On the other side of the map though, he's citing a lot of noise being made by Apat next, so they might call for rotation here for Empyrean down in B side, but is that going to be the best call here, Dash?
Honestly, the rotation has been called already onto B, so that's
Here.
probably the best one to have. Notice that there's someone looking at tunnels. So pillar is not clear. They just need to put the smoke there. Got the smoke in. They're gonna be seen. They're gonna be seen passing through.
Yeah.
So with the Sand goes in, but Fear was able to open up the side as fast as they could. But they don't know that there's no one on A
30
main.
seconds
Except
left.
for one person out, but next on pillars was not able to get the kill. So now that just opens up a lot more places and Sand can't even get in. They were ready for it, but Fear, apples. This could potentially be the reason why they could win here. Rich hasn't been the game.
Oh,
Two of them
no.
are here, but they have been discovered. Now they need to
Last player
they need to
standing.
look at one place. Good use of the utilities.
Look at Didray, Dash. God, the amount of damage
Match
that Didray
point.
is getting. And the amount of kills, because by the way, he's the only one above the 20 number of kills.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. How many times have Didray gotten that Tour de Force already this game? Let alone this half. I think he's gotten it at least twice already. He's already halfway through to getting the Tour de Force. What can stop this man? I mean, and on the attacking side as well. How often does that happen? Solus though, needs to take the spotlight all on his own, but Fear from behind punishes that aggression.
I can't
And
use that.
again, Empyrean swing things in their favor.
It's two. Now because of that, they just got 2 kills out of that one. Have the Blade Storm onto one though. Updraft's hit will be discovered by Fear. Now that just makes it easier for them to win this. It's a 2v4 with both of these agents getting nothing. Wall back is now 1 hit onto Tet. Follow through on the Aljo. He has been discovered though.
Last player
Needs to
standing.
get on the right place at the right time, but Didray. Flacco goes in, but Rexor denies
Attackers
him
win.
the pleasure. That's gonna be the win for Empyrean. Phoenix loses this round.
Well, Empyrean is just an absolutely spectacular showing down in Breeze on the attack, on the defense, wherever you put them. They're just going to steamroll. Definitely a team to watch here from here on out, and especially in Breeze, where a lot of teams still have yet to establish their sort of play style. Empyrean just amazing job defending off Xenix on both sides. And let's talk a little bit about the man of the hour, Didray. Look at him. His
Didn't get
average
the
combat
30K.
score, yeah, almost, but his average combat score is almost 100 more than the next one, the next player
Yeah,
in the list.
yeah, that's
Crazy
a lot.
performance. Yeah.
Yeah. Because of this, though, that just says that Didre on other maps could potentially still be one of their best players. So
Oh
having
yeah.
the chamber, having the rendezvous, and even just going for flanks there was the reason why Xenix was kept on their toes, because
Mm.
they don't know if there's someone going at their backs or somewhere else. That's why they're always that they're ready, on guard, not confident. That's why Didre just did a lot of mental damage, emotional damage, if that's the case, though, onto Xenix at this point.
Well, that's it for our third matchup for the day, folks. This is still KJC Esports Updraft, week number 5 qualifier. Stay tuned because we'll be right back with the next two teams, Word.exe and Fadeaway from MYSG. And if you're just tuning in, my name is Datum Casting here with Dash. See you guys after a while.
Welcome back, everybody, to KJC Updraft, brought to you by KJC eSports. $100 winner takes all prize, and we're on to our match 4. We're gonna be your casters for today. I'm Dash, and I'm here with Tatum, and we're just gonna be taking our sponsors first. Cyberport is a creative digital community with a cluster of technology and digital content tenants, and also Vertigear, the top gamer chair brand trusted by many esports teams. Long arm, no back pain, comfortable chairs for home office and gaming. Get yours now at vertigear.com. But Tatum, tell us about the giveaway.
Yeah, we are having a $200 giveaway sponsored, of course, by Coda Shop. Just make sure to follow all the KJC Esports socials to get updated. And if you want to find out how to join, type exclamation point giveaway in Twitch chat to find out how. And we also have a giveaway exclusive to our viewers from Singapore and Brunei. If you want a Vertigear chair for absolutely free, make sure to join exclamation point giveaway in chat and just follow all the instruction folks so that you will have an entry for those giveaways. Now, Dash, we're at the last matchup of the day. We have two teams from MYSG. We have Word.exe and Fadeaway, and we're headed to the breezy side of Haven.
Yeah. Now we're going back onto it has been quite great to see Haven onto map 3, but onto match 4, we're gonna be having onto Haven. Really interesting. This is your favorite map, right, Aiden? This Haven is your favorite map, but going on to the defenders, yeah, fade away onto the other side. So with this Haven, a very frag heavy map, and there's a lot of agents. What's great about Haven is that you can have a variety of agents here, but you don't lose a lot of those initiators because you need a lot of them on this map because you need to flush out all those nooks and crannies.
Yeah.
And that's what's great about this. But there's a lot of emphasis on duels on this map.
Why do you keep saying I love Haven, Dash? I really don't.
Yeah, that's the reason why.
I really
Honestly,
don't. I mean, it's not my favorite. It's not. It's not the map that I like the least. But let's talk about that later. Agent Select is now almost done, and look at this composition from Fade Away. They seem prepared on this defense, and they've got a lot of utility to weather this storm that's about to come. And now, on the flip side,
yeah,
Mr. Dump side on the Phoenix. Wow. How often do you see a Phoenix, Dash? Even in solo queue, how often do you see a
I
Phoenix?
don't even see a Phoenix. I mean, it's been quite a while. It's been a year, and I haven't seen a Phoenix yet. No, that's why I'm surprised that we're gonna be seeing a Phoenix on this game. I kind of see just Phoenix when you pick it, but nothing else. Nothing else. Then the enemy team, we don't see a Phoenix. But here, honestly, I don't know what to say. Having a Phoenix is so surprising. But this is one of the remember back in Act 1 in where the Phoenix actually is effective, in where they always pick the Phoenix on maps like this and even Ascent just because of how easy it is to flash a lot of those angles here.
Yeah, exactly. But man, Phoenix. I don't know. I don't know about this Phoenix pick, especially because there's an Astra on the other side. Here's the thing, Dash. I want you to imagine a scenario. For example, Mr. Dumbside is walking down A long, right? So coast is clear, uses his flash and his wall properly, and then there's a gravity well. What are you gonna do then?
Yeah, that's a good point, though. Yeah, I hope that the gravity well would be able to hit. Yeah, look at this. Look at the gravity. Yeah, won't be able to hit. Still gonna follow up with the push onto A side. Everybody's just here running around and like what they're seeing. Those because they're just rushing, but Trash is just gonna trash them out. And Tuna ate them all canned, and JDXL just got one kill. At least now it's an equalizer.
Spike planted.
Yeah, 3 versus 3 now on low HP down on the head of JDXL, but they're looking at pretty good spots right now. One in Hell, one in Sewer, sorry, and one right on top of the spike. So they have a pretty good setup crossfire that helps, considering that everyone's gonna come from CT side here. Oh, Zeron X just gets the massive headshot from Wellson, and here comes the concuss, actually concussing himself here. Kami.
One enemy remaining.
Russia doesn't concuss himself, Meow does, but still they close down the round. Quick sight hit at that. I mean, I stand corrected. They waltz right into sight despite having a Phoenix and a Reyna.
Yeah. Didn't even need to use the Phoenix's flash because Kansen just went into the site pretty easily. And I like what I'm seeing that we all have double ashes on both our sides because don't really usually see a lot of ashes because Astra has been quite slow compared to the other controllers. That's why this is a big thing for Word at XC going for pretty interesting set.
Yeah, they actually have been stacked down in C side, but this is the best play right now. Barrage is getting pushed up by a lot of these members. Wilson will be shutting that defense down, but they have to watch out from the close left angle. Wilson doesn't check it, but Kami got blinded. JDXL with the jumping and double kill.
You guys are so much better than my last team.
How is this
Unfortunate
working?
turn of events. Yeah. So many flashes though. That's how they opened up the site. There's so many flashes.
Uh-huh. Based on how the flash worked there, the Phoenix flash was unexpected, honestly. When they went in for the flash, they didn't know where to look or where not to look when the Phoenix flash came in. Mr. Dumbside used it pretty effectively just to clear out the garage, and now they're looking at the site again. They're going for defaults onto mid. So if that's the case, that would have been better. They're really flashing it up. Kind of missed the Phoenix voice lines, honestly. I haven't heard it since for so long. But Mr. Dumbside is giving me quite the what do you call it? The deja vu.
Yeah. It's making you reminiscent of your olden days of Valorant, huh? Catch your drift. But here we go. Quite an aggressive push right here from Zeronix. Actually, just can't push up against that trap wire. It reminds me of that game Naruto. Like it tries to be open world, but you can't really go out of bounds because there's a rope at the end of the
There's
map.
a wall. There's like an invisible wall.
Imagine being basically a god and a rope
Creature
stops
is
you.
dead.
Yeah.
But here we go. Wait, speaking of stoppage, Kami's just stopping them all out from the garage, but they inch forward and Kami's just pump them all down, taking down poor Dumbside. Finally gets pummeled through the box. Holy moly, what a sight hold for Kami. I mean, it looked dicey for a second there, but Phantom just making it happen.
He was in the open and nobody was there to shut him down, and that's the reason he was able to get away with it. And also, great crisp aim of Kami also made it so. But now, Fadeaway was telegraphed that they would be able to win that round. That's why Garage has been pushed by Word.exe. But do you know why Word.exe is so
Huh?
so
What?
funny to me?
What word?
Word.exe.
Oh, word. Okay, what? Why?
Yeah. Nah, never mind. So let's go into game though, because we're gonna be having a default.
Huh.
As usual, we're
No,
gonna be having a
let me
default
ask you
here,
this,
'cause
Dash. Why do you read it as word.x? Isn't that exe? That's how you're supposed to
Does
read
it make a difference?
It does. What do you mean?
Exe.
It does.
Yeah, it does. Now I hear it now. So yeah, let's go. Fade away. So went in for the flashpoint onto Garage, but they didn't see anyone actually. So down slowly by the default. This is the trap that they were going for because they have been rushing into the
But oh, what a shot from Trash though. Kanzen is now out for the count, but Tuna, oh, unfortunate. That doesn't get the timing quite off, but repositions himself back into backside. Astro Stars being laid out at the Cosmic Divide as well. JDXL just taking it into his own hand. He gets traded out there.
Spike down,
Tuna
last
again
player
with the side
standing.
hold along with Tang.
fade away.
Wow, that was so fast. And round 2, now done for Fade.
Yeah, that is so great. They got this all those kills now. Fade away, just ramping it up. And they have been getting away with a lot of kills on their side though. And I don't know why, but might be because of the Phoenix, but no. If this is gonna move forward like this, Fade away is just gonna be winning on a lot of kills here, but with the operator on the Zeronix, but he's not on the right side. Everybody's on A. The Word.exe just is on a better position. They just need to use the flash better here.
Oh, Actually, that doesn't really spot anyone out, but yeah,
Yeah,
a
just
pretty
yet.
good idea here. Yeah, 3-man stack down in A, and the op, of course, is a little bit
Scout destroyed.
far. Oh, but they're
They're gonna
rethinking
walk
it.
right
Blocking sight.
into it.
Yeah, going back to the C site where Zeronix is right there, and no, it's just a nick of time. Oh my goodness, get a shot off. 99 HP, JDXL. Okay, he's gonna survive for now, but at A side, the execute is now happening. Sheriff's only in the hands of this attack now, but they're still going through. 50 seconds left. They still have enough time to rotate down into B, should they choose to decide so. But right now, they seem to be having trouble where word EXE is going to go.
We're gonna go to C site. No, it would be B. Because if they go to C site, it would be an easy target for the operator. You just push pretty close.
30 seconds left.
Ronix can get away with a lot just because he doesn't need to check on garage.
Seek them out.
Inside. Let's get the gravity wells and he's going to
Blocking
be
vision.
pummeled out on the side. Have the vision. Scares. Gets the
I
smoke.
know
Tommy
exactly.
gets two.
Down B.
With the
One
secrets coming
enemy
out, they're
remaining.
both blinded, so this is not a great position to be in. Fade away takes the round.
Oh, Kami with just the side hold. Gets two, and almost getting a third as well before falling down. And you gotta question there the decision making from word.exe. When they got word that C site there was a operator, and then A site there was a 3-man stack, they didn't really have any other choice apart from B. Well, sure, it was just the equal round for them, but wow, still, what a sight hold from
Yeah.
Fade and all of their defensive prowess here at full show. Speaking of defense, 2 ops.
Now would fade away. Going for a push onto.
Joke's
Very
over.
aggressive
You're
right
dead.
now. Yeah, I missed that run it back though. So yeah, Mr. Tumside's gonna come in. He does have nothing on him. Won't be able to see anyone. An unfortunate run it back. No info whatsoever, but they might think that C is clear because nobody was there. What he doesn't know is that everybody's holding on to C side. B side might be the target here for Mr. Dumpside. You have a lot of people. Will they? Zeronix gets one kill. This would be the secrets on the B side.
And the plant making its way through as well. This Cosmic Divide really helping them out. But look at JDXL. He can't get out for the life of him. Gets concussed and slowed, and through the thick of it all, finally gets out. And the Hawk not really hitting its mark as of now. And this is really the power of the Astra ult here. That I've seen it time and time again. Finally, we're seeing it again.
Concealment.
Look at this. Kami, again, with the power of that Astra. Just the smokes is enough for them to buy this time. And they don't want to peek this because they know it's a bait, but they have to peek to eventually. And now Wells has picked up the first, but it is getting stuck here, and it will get stuck. Fade! Amazing job at that. That's really a problem you run into if you decide to hit and B. It's just so hard to stop those diffuses.
Yeah, the only reason why you want to plant on B side is that if the enemy control is down, if the enemy control is still up, they can get away with a lot. They can just stick the plant, especially if everyone was on window. Everybody was on window and grass, and that's why they don't have the close range angles that they needed. So it was so easy for Fade Away to just fade away with a spike diffuse. Now,
You know what, sorry, continue.
yeah.
We'll talk about that later on as Trash doesn't really quite get that operator shot off to connect, that is. But he goes for the second peek here, activating that tailwind just for a little bit of safety at this point! Canson just wasn't there.
It's a mortal sin to double dip.
Scout
Info.
destroyed.
But here, it worked.
Yeah.
I like that it did. Because honestly, because he has an
Scout
operator, he can
destroyed.
get away with anything. And he's a Jet.
Yeah.
Remember, even though Jet was adjusted, he still get the tailwind, at least if he gets the right timing. So he used in his favor. But now, going on to Garage. There's a trademark to defend them. Now they know everybody's on Garage. Hearing all the sound cues.
Going up.
What they don't know, but Zeonix is ready for them. And Zeonix can just get away again, but gets the headshot onto Mr. Dumbside, gets it. Now he's just gonna be getting the plant here.
Dumpside shot, so much confidence, but so does
Spike
Tang.
planted.
Look at this 3-man stack coming down to rain hell on them from
No way.
the
Are
defender
they
side
going too
spawn.
long?
Oh, they have an op. But do they have...
Oh!
Oscar Star still. Wilson! What a swing from the man. But there goes the step. And there
This is
goes
what
the
I'm
smokes.
saying.
And exactly. Well, how are they going to defend
Last
this
player
defuse?
standing.
Yeah.
Dumpside pushing up, but is there enough time? No dash, even though he gets the call out and kills them all.
No way.
Not enough time to work for him.
But
Well,
this
that was, yeah, it was spectacular showing from Dumpside. Took control of sight. It was almost all dry peaks. The walking phoenix, and you said it yourself there, Dash. Silong post plant setup is a little bit questionable, a little bit outdated at this point, but oh, they make it so close.
Oh man. I don't know. Honestly, they did it again. They went for long,
Yeah.
and there's still the controller up. If the controller was down, that could have been great. That's why they're getting away with a lot of things. If they were 5-man, yes, sure, it's okay. But because there's not a lot of players that could potentially go for that, they should have just held sight. Even with less players, they can play around it. But say Onyx is just playing around this.
Spike drop.
Knows that there's a tripwire there.
Tripwire is
If it takes it
Joke's
down,
over.
you know the
You're
tripwire's
dead.
down. Barrage is getting pushed again. Nobody's here. Gravity will come down. They're buying themselves some time at some side. Gets a kill on Takami anyway. Now with this, running back is so effective, but what they don't know is that Xeronix is on long. So if they push on to long,
Spike
Xeronix
planted.
is there at the ready. But at least they have an idea. I think they have an idea.
Yeah. Steering clear of it. I mean, this is the first time that Xerox has done this, but look at the gravity well. Really denying that control of Garage, but here comes the counter. It really going down everything just to get back control of this Garage, but some side's just so good with the aim. Look at the flashes! It doesn't stop, and he's just blinded for days, but Xerox finally makes noise from C-Long. The end of the thing is a 1 versus 1, but Dumpside again at the same spot, blasting out, but it doesn't matter, trash. Just too good on that swing, and closes it out for Fade.
Oh my. Anyway, gets it again. That's supposed to be a good start too, right? The way that they started that round could have been great though. But because they lost the firepower after losing the run it back was able to get one in the input, even the space for themselves, but because they're able to end it again. Really unfortunate for this side, but now still have some guts at least. Even an operator into Mr. Dumb side. Wait, Phoenix? Yeah, that's interesting. No, why did I doubt it? Why did I doubt it? Mr. Dumb side gets the kill anyway with the operator on a Phoenix.
It's interesting indeed.
Yeah. Mr. Interesting, not Mr. Dumb side.
You know what? I just realized what's that in reference to. It's our favorite song.
What is it?
Time to hunt.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, you're right. You're right. Honestly, one of the best songs out there. One of the best
It's
songs.
the
out
best
there.
song out there.
Yeah.
Literally.
Yeah, actually, sorry. But the best song out there, especially if you're going to karaoke.
Joke's over. You're
Now,
dead.
Mr. Dumbside has the ultimate again? Wait.
Power of the
Oh man, the Phoenix, especially with 6 ultimate points only, and now they're running away like flies. Oh no! They're swatted away just because of that flashpoint, and now with this aftershock, they need to run more. GDXL, nobody was looking there, but Wilson is ready for anyone to actually peek out.
30
Good timing.
seconds
Now
left.
they're gonna be able to get away. Almost getting the shot.
Heal
I'm
up,
afraid of that,
squad.
but now it's a 3v4.
Yeah, it's unfortunate right there that it was Meow that fell down, so they didn't have any more smokes to nullify that utility, and well, the angles. It's honestly, quite frankly, so hard for them to push up any site.
10
Fortunately,
seconds
everyone from
left.
Fade have rotated down into C site, paving the way for them to eventually make their way into A. So now post-plan commences with an operator in Wells's hands.
Okay. Started off, GDXL goes in. They have the fault line. Remember, this is the part that Mr. Dumpside comes in, but Tan was
Last
ready
player
for it
standing.
too. And they got the last one standing, guiding light. Why is the controller always up on this clutch situations, making it hard for Word.exe to actually clutch something? again, Kami is up, so he won't be able to get in.
Blinded.
Being pummeled by the gliding lights, and will be taken down too with the operator.
Amazing job right here. I mean, that's just the power of, well, controllers, essentially.
Yeah.
And the Astra at this point, just using those smokes, particularly just to take control of sight, it's just so essential, which is why, arguably, controllers are supposed to be the last of the agents to go down in these rounds. Are supposedly the ones to play the safest.
Mm-hmm.
That's it right there. That's why. But now 7-2 is our scoreline, and Word.exe again.
Oh no!
They lose Meow on that Astra. They lose Dumbside as well, so now they have got very little manpower. But of course, they don't have as much guns anyway. They're gonna try nonetheless. They have 2 ults available.
Scout
Would they
destroyed.
even commit this here? I doubt that, Dash. Because everyone's pushing up, even Zeronix from behind, and no one's looking at this angle. Is despite there being a trap wire to
Scout
check,
destroyed.
he can still see them if he just inches a little bit forward. And Kanzin survives with just a sliver. Oh.
Has been heard. Kanzin actually wasn't hit. Zeronix was. It's okay. At least now they need to think about their backsides. Whether they're gonna be pushing back would be good for their side. No, they're going for it though. Wilson play it down, but Kami is gonna be
One
Zeronix
enemy
who gets
remaining.
a shot. Headshots even.
Spike down A.
That's a double kill, but Wilson, the last one, Sander gets a kill. No, and Fade at least gets it again.
Yeah. I gotta be honest, Dash. Now the song is stuck in my head.
Yeah, me too.
Coming out of my cage.
Remember that time in where we actually sang that song? That was so fun, right?
Yeah, we're going crazy.
Yeah.
You were rocking that karaoke machine like there was
Yeah,
no
man.
tomorrow, man. We should do that again.
Mr. Dumbside, thank you for making us remember.
But let's take a look at the game here. Dash 8-2. Mr. Dumbside leading the charge down in A once more. They've been hitting in A over and over and
Oh,
over
man.
again. It seems like they
Again?
haven't learned their lesson as trash
Again?
right here. One more and he gets another dash here. Doesn't even get this.
Oh, he
one
gets
off.
2.
Mr. Dumbside answer back. So does JTXL. So now
I know
things have
exactly
swung in their
what
favor.
you want.
And they've got neural theft as well. So this
Get the nice
post plant is looking so good, but unless Zeronix and Karmi has something to say about it, they do have the up available or the ults available from the Astra. And again, Zeronix from
One
behind.
enemy remaining.
Oh, he gets shut down by Mr. Dumbside.
Kami's
Kami
the
gets
last
spotted out
one.
as well.
The last person standing.
Concealment.
It's hard about this. He has a Cosmic Divide though. Can get this on the 9-3 if he wants to. Because of the smoke stairs. Somewhere else with Mr. Dumbside. Sees ahead. Seizes the opportunity. And tags
Last
another
round
win on
in the
side. He
half.
can get this to an 8-4. Or would they go for the 9-3 curse?
Kanzan has got to step up though. I mean, let's address the elephant in the room. Hasn't been having the best of games here, but man, oh man. If Word.exe
You know what?
needs a hero, yeah, they.
You know what?
Yeah.
The reason why is because Kanzan is the person who always speaks the all.
Yeah, that's true.
That's why he's the old person flying even. JDXL shuts down Trash. So no more fast.
Come on, let's go!
Now with the
Hold that thought.
ultimate again onto the side, he has some flashes though.
I've got
You
your
want to
try now.
Can't get the Cosmic Divide even. Kami holds it up, but they're pushing onto C side. I mean A side. Can
Plant
will
the
end
spike.
This could be it. They have the Seekers, uses the ultimate to bait out the rotations and the plants onto A. Now they get the post plant.
Yeah, finally they make their way into sight and got themselves the plant with a man advantage. So Fade, really, this is an uncomfortable spot for them as they slowly make their way into sight, creeping up. This time they're not sending Zeronix down from the lurk. Instead, they're using the Cosmic Divide, pushing together, and Wilson's getting pummeled out of there. So much utility from the breach. And finally, Wilson falls. Mr. Dumpside, good for the response. So is Kansan. And Tang, it's a bloodbath. Not the end of it. It's Kansan to pop off. And just when we were saying it, Dash, Kansan is the killer.
That is
sides.
when the hero comes out.
Yeah.
At the last point, at the last time, in where everybody's already dead, but yeah, Kansan just came out earlier. The early bird catches the what? The worm, right? Yeah. Yeah. He was early enough to get it, so this
Is
just
he?
makes it.
Is he?
Yeah, at least at the last round he got something. He
Yeah.
pops off.
Yeah, definition of
time.
early. Last
Yeah. I mean,
But here we go,
early in the round. I mean,
That's true, I guess.
yeah,
That's
it's
true.
not a clutch situation, right? So
Yeah. Early.
give the man some slack.
I am, man. Crazy. Absolute hero of that round, but here we go. Kansan again tries to speed things up. It's a
They
push
found
down
their
coming
trap.
from B, but they get discovered by the trademark. They're not stopping though, Dash. This might prove deadly because Ironic is not ready for it, but he is. He spots one out. Kami
Oh!
from behind takes the other. That push didn't really work because it's now down to a 3 versus 2. And Kami just leading the charge here. Oh, he's got to be careful because Meow is right here. He's not checking
Last
that,
player
but he
standing.
gets to swing on.
Concealment.
That's Fade the new agent. Fade away. It's just getting this wins right here. JDXL. Last one standing. Will he get his extra large here? Tuna falls. The only XL he's gonna get is a fat L.
I like that. I like that one, Dash. I like that. The biggest L right there. 9-4 is the scoreline, folks, and it is a Fade this time to get the pistol round. And they swipe it away from the hands of Word.exe. Man, oh man, what a game this has been so far. You would think at this point Word.exe would be forced by, but they're not. They're looking so composed still. Two shorties here. An aggressive angle from Kansan as well on that shorty. And the other one is in B site. But a single utility is enough to pop it out. There you go. Trailblazer sees it. And
I like that.
yeah, now the shorty is a shorty.
Yeah. Getting on to B. They need to push this. Look at Trash though. He's just okay. They have them smokes the right timing. In, but don't know the shorty from Wilton actually
than-
get it. How is that possible though? But Mr. Dumpside is still holding the same angle and he's not gonna be able to get me out. Is already
Last
here.
player
And
standing.
it's just
Dang.
a sad kitty out there, but Kansan gets a
Okay.
shorty. Let's have the Spectre. Get this in. Kami.
Spike planted.
He's gonna be
no.
seen. Gets the headshot, but wasn't able to win it.
So close to Kansan now, down to low health for both Kami and Tang. So they gotta be careful. They don't want to isolate these fights, but so far Kansan's doing such a good job of isolating these angles. Tang pushes up. It's just the best idea here. Dash uses the
Ooh.
flash point, but now
They don't know where he is.
They're separated.
enemy
He
remaining.
finds the first. Now the next one is
Power.
Tango. It's like it's a couple of bullets, and he's gonna take
What?
it. Kansan, he saves this round with only a shorty and a dream, and he makes it work here. Dash.
That's what I told you. Kansan is the hero of the hour right
Oh,
here. Yeah,
oh.
there you go. There you go. There you go. That is what I want to see for Kansan. Gets it. Gets his confidence back in the game. Now he's gonna pop off onto the defense. Fade just lost their ground out there. I thought that was their round to win, but because they played it safe, didn't buy guns for Tang and Kami. They have the Spectres to fight against Kansan at that point. It's now ripping what they saw. That's just it. Fade away is just playing with the small guns.
Look at Kansan riding that shorty momentum wave so high. The exact same setup for the Reyna. This time doesn't have the backing of his Phoenix teammate, Mr. Domside. Wilson gets tagged. Still,
Kansan is just holding.
yeah, of course. shorty this time. But if they invest just a Trailblazer again, they're gonna weed out that shorty. But
Yeah.
no such strat this time. Instead, it's the push from Zeronic. So Kanzan might actually get what he wants again.
Yeah. Can get another shorty shot. Phoenix hasn't. Okay. He learned his lesson. That's why he's not trying to peek. But
Oh no, he's pushing.
while I was saying that, he's peeking it. He falls. That's just. I don't know
It's
what to
just
say, man.
There's just something comedic about shorty kills.
Yeah. Yeah. Honestly, I don't know why. Especially when you push onto garage, it's really just hard in this pistol rounds. He knows that. That's why he went in for the shorty there. They have some flashpoints to work with if ever they still
30
want
seconds
to push
left.
This. They still want to challenge Kansan. They have some leers gonna come out.
Here, he gets another burst on the shorty. He's mowing them all down. He knows the tuna has probably
One
got
enemy
the
remaining.
spike right now with the last one's falling. And
Kansan.
Kansan. Okay, we've been waiting for this man to become online. Presses the on button now. The Reyna is alive.
Yeah, Rain is on. Just because of the last 2 rounds, he was able to ramp up all these kills. But man, he hope that fade away. Would it just fade from here? Because honestly, the way that they're playing now, they just lost a pistol round. Then you're gonna be back to the 4th round, in where they could get their guns, they could get their chances. They can play those long range angles, except for Garage, because Kanzen might be waiting with the shorty again there. But now they're rushing A.
That they are, but are they going to commit to this? Actually, it seems like they are. Trash leading the charge activates that tailwind, but there's a trap bar right there. He gets tagged. He gets stuck back, but JDXL falls. So many vision denying materials there, but still he falls. As now we're back to 4-on-4. This time, Kansan doesn't get the better of the short angle because nobody is in C sight and the plant is happening in A.
Some flash, it's good timing onto Zayronix. Wasn't able to get out with Kami. He's gonna be forced out with the hot hands. And with another right there, you have some smoke coming out. Empress has been popped up by Kansan. So you have Tang. Rolling Thunder's up, but the Lear's not gonna make it easy.
One
Kansan
enemy
gets in
remaining.
with the Spectre, but Tuno gets one. He's not gonna get another for sure. That's Kansan. So we said the man of the hour. Just up and about.
At the start of this half, Kansan was 0 kills, right?
Right. He got 3 before the end of the half. which
Yeah,
is
3
great.
kills. So at round 11, Kansan's got 0 kills, and it's round 16. He's got 12 kills. Quick maths right there, by the way.
Yeah.
But
Thank you. For...
a testament to where have they found this confidence? I'm loving it from Kansan. Seemingly out of nowhere, he emerges, kind of like those magicians where they pull their assistants out of seemingly thin air. That's Kansan
Yeah.
right now.
Going with the start of Kansan. It's another Phantom. However, oh, gets another headshot. This is when he pops off. It's when word that EXC is gonna go for a comeback. Fade away. It's just given that early chance a while ago, but not enough to them to get the win here. But with the Sheriffs and the Spectres, half armors too. Fade is expected to lose this round, but I hope they would be able to do something. A miracle at that point. But on A long, same trip course. Just one person on A. Everybody pushed this, everybody saw it! And he dropped his gun, oh no, flashpoint has been popped! And he's not gonna be seeing anyone except for the light! What, he survived that?
Player
And
standing.
Wilson was enough
Spike
timing for
down A.
Wilson to rotate and be able to get it in the end, and Fade was just punished there.
I don't understand what's happening right now, Dash. Fade looked so good on the attack, or the defense rather. I mean, it wasn't just that they were holding sight, they were so good on the retakes as well. But now, they can't even seem to get into sight.
Yeah.
And the funny thing is, it's not even the sight reinforcement to come through for fadeaway for word.exe. No, it's just I don't know what it is. They're slowly faltering here. Mr. Dumbside capitalizing on the situation, looking to change things up here as they push up when they run it back. Doesn't really get anything though.
Yeah, he was slowed by the pole
Yeah.
line. That's why
I've got your
it's
trail.
just so hard for him to do anything after that. With the Seekers being popped early in this match, just doesn't give much info as you expect on mid-round the Seekers. That they know there's a lot of people at B and C. So the A side might be a juicy target, but the rotation has already been called. It's taking a long time to get into A side. A lot of setups there. So JDXL is just ready for this if ever they're trying to go in, but there you go, Rolling Thunder comes out. Nobody's gonna get hit. JDXL would be able to get out, but Cosmic Defy comes in. There's a flash again onto their hands, but they can still use it onto the next one. Still didn't secure the site. This will still be a hard
planted.
stuff for me.
Yeah. But look at this. One lurk each team. Now about to
Kanzen
cross
gets it.
swords, but Kanzen again with an opening statement on this post plant. And Trash just as loud in this regard. He's even louder now with the
enemy
big A.
what
And
a
now
big
he's looking to
crossfire.
close it all down with Mr. Dumbside finally revealing himself down from sewers. He emerges, helps sewers as he gets the branch off, helping himself as much as he humanely could. But the
Just the
flash,
molly
a
in.
bit too much. He's still alive though, and taking 1 HP left on one of them. But Teng
close.
just waiting in ready. And Fade, they put themselves in double digits. They recuperate.
You know what? I was scared for them. I was not scared for Mr. Dumbside. I was scared for Fade away because they could have lost that round on this man. This man has been popping those kills and also the utilities. Even the flashes has been working so well for him. Now they're on the mission to take back this round. They got a credits. Got a bank on their hands. Falling it off Fade away. It's looking a little bit clumsy. They still got the round anyway.
Now, they're in the upward. Can they bounce back from this? Momentum is now halted, but they're still pretty close in terms of score. Mr. Dumbside tamed, humbled, but he's not pushing up. Kanzen refuses to go down without a fight, but finally he does. Trash, the better duelist at that regard. Dash activated, but not used as of yet. As they finally rotate down into A. But man, Fade slowly, again, with the methodic approach.
Fade away, just gets off the site. Just forces the rotation, forcing people less onto A side, then going to the other. The Trash is here still. Once they get something more, 3v5 would be favorable before they commit to one side. Remember, they still have some controllers here. If ever they go into the site, the guiding light comes out, and they know that there's someone here already. Bolt light comes out, but nobody's going into site just
30
yet.
seconds left.
It would be hard for them to get in, but Mr. Dumbside gets one to that hole from the smoke. Gonna be getting more, but Fade Tech gets two! And now the right timing is just good, capitalizing. Mr. Dumbside coming out of his cage, but
there.
he's now trapped onto
One
B
enemy
side.
remaining.
Now, and D
Last
gets it.
player
Last
standing.
one
B.
standing. We still
10
have
seconds
Zeronix.
left.
Spike.
So B plan. Doesn't
This
have
is
any
the plan.
info on where Meow is.
Spike planted.
He can just get taken down. Where did the EXE gets it?
It's so close now. It's so close. Dash, both
your gun
teams are
here.
finally online. It was a beautiful start for Fade. They pressed the issue in mid, and then when they gotten the kill, they make a lot of noise elsewhere, and then they go back in mid. But that wasn't the call, obviously, because B site, it's so hard to defend on the post plant, especially when you don't take out that controller. But man, Fade. From what
Right there.
seemed like a breeze from a while ago, this is now a monstrous task
Right
ahead
there.
of them. Because 10 to 9, from 8 to 4, it's
You
10
want
to
to
9
play?
now.
Let's
They
play.
don't have
Blocking
weapons,
vision.
so it's
Having
equal
a-
score is looming at them here. Though.
Having quite a hard time. Even getting into sight, like what happened today. Like Trash just fell. Everybody backs away.
Oh, no.
Mr. Dumbside just goes in. He takes off the trademarks. That just gives him more opportunities to go for this flank.
Yeah, they don't know as well that he's so close. They have a pretty good idea though, especially positioning Kami up so deep on the defensive side, or the attacking side rather.
Yeah.
But Trash fell in that encounter because he pushed up C site, and that blind actually providing them so much info. So it's still the two-man stack down in C and two-man in Garage and Kanzen. Just the Empress of that area. She's claimed that part, and now Fade running, tail tucked between their legs, into the waiting arms of Mr. Tumpside. He's ready with this flash. He's aware that they're coming. He hears the sound cue, and he pulls the trigger. But he doesn't get the flash quite off, but still he gets the kill. The gravity was beautiful, and now it's all
Spike
down to
down
10.
A.
You know what? He's doing just fine, and Tang.
You were beautiful.
It's just that's a 10-10. We're now on an equalizer. What seemed to be a very close fight. I mean, a very far fight, whatsoever, but now became as close as it could be. Now we're in an equalizer. We're on a 10-10. Everybody is just banking on the fact that Words EXE can still come back from this, even with a Phoenix. And look at that. Mr. Dumbside has 25k. At this point in the game, that's just a lot of kills.
Yeah, and at this point, Fade should be expecting the Phoenix play. Every time that Mr. Dumbside has an ult, they should be expecting him to push up every time. And while they did, they weren't expecting him to stay pushed up. And they just got punished big time because of it. And now, well, Word.exe is just reaping their rewards. And look at Mr. Dumbside. 3 more orbs, and he's got to run it back again.
Yeah,
He just used it last round.
yeah, definitely. Why is this ultimate always up, man? I don't even know, but
I mean, you'd think it would be up just as much as Kanzen's, because they're both just 6 orbs on the Reyna.
yeah,
But no, Mr. Dumbside always has his ult, it seems like.
yeah, because he gets a lot of kills too. That's only.
Yeah.
This is what's great about this agents, right? With this types of ultimates, they can get their ultimates up like a lot more compared
Yeah.
to other agents, which is great. Fade is not happy about that because their ultimates are still ticking. Not even able to win that last round a while ago. But for where did EXE? He's confident. They're just leaving A site alone even for just one person. JDXL is the only one there, but he's going to see his site here. Oh,
Oh, he spots them all out now
Yeah.
coming. And the stars will be there. Used into a smoke, but he gets flashed off. And now Thrash is
timing.
just thrashing them about down in C site. Does get taken out though, but Mr. Dumbside still recuperates off of that. 2 more kills and he's got to run it back again. And the first one in his way is Zeronics.
Timing.
Doesn't have it in him in the swing. And now the flash. So much confidence on this Phoenix. Heals up. Has another flash as well. And now the rule of death is going to help him out so much. Know exactly the corners that they're holding on to. And Fade just offering as
player
much
standing.
resistance as possible.
Gravity
And
well.
now Mr. Jumpside all alone.
enemy
What can
remaining.
you do? 3k. And he has to run it back again. Flash works beautifully. And he kills Kami.
that's it! No way! No way, man. No way did they just made that work, especially
Okay.
getting that run it back
Okay.
after getting the 3k.
Clutch.
That was enough for him to get it. Now he has one more ultimate orb on
That's
his
going to the
hand. So
highlight reel for
you can still
sure.
see it even in the match point. Mr. Dumbside can still have his ult.
Man, I'm still stunned by just what happened right there. There was... It was 1 versus 2.
Here. Here.
I don't know, man.
1 away from a 30 bomb. Mr. Dumbside.
Watch out.
How many ults have he used already? And look at Fade. You know that pressure is mounting on them because look, they're just scrambling for strats. look at this is just rushing down in A. They know that the Cypher setup is going to be there because the entire game, JDXL has always been in A. And there you go, they activate the Rolling Thunder. JDXL, the setup is still there. And finally Mr. Dumbside is going to make his way down into the side. And JDXL, beautiful utility right there. The
Camera
setup
taken
just
out.
working out so well. Doesn't really get the spam off.
No more charges left.
Spike planted.
Done. Then look for more here from Heaven.
Gets a post plant. Still 5 people to their side, so need to be careful of how they start this off. Remember, even have an operator onto Kansan. It would be hard for them to push off. They don't have any ultimates though. If they push in, they have the Cosmic Divide though. Remember, Fade Away is just getting the shots. What? He
One
gets another
enemy
kill with a shorty? But now they know where Mr. Dumbside is. But this is the man.
One
Mr.
enemy
Dumbside gets a
remaining.
flash onto one. Gets the guiding light in. Dumbside goes in, gets another guiding light. But Sonic is this right? He's just gonna be taking him down and gets the win again for the team. Mr. Dumbside touches this off again.
He was blind!
Yeah.
News!
He's Mr.
You
Dumbside,
put
you
up a
know.
fight.
Holy moly, Mr. Dumbside, that's illegal!
Point.
You're not supposed to be able to do that! But now, they're at the cusp of winning! 12 to 10! This is from 4 to 8, Dash!
Yeah. The comeback is real. Mr. Dumbside is...
Real.
Yeah, he is, but... He's been performing so... He's been clutching rounds that usually is not possible. He can do it because he's Mr. Dumbside. Man, Fade Away. Losing the ground and losing the confidence here. Just because of the way that Mr. Dumbside plays. He's just getting a lot of kills, but Kansan gets 1. They're not gonna get more because Mr. Dumbside has been pummeled by a lot of this utility since a while ago. Tang has been seen, but it's a great cosmic divide right now. JDXL gets
Spike
1, but
down
Tuna.
B.
This is another round for Mr. Dumbside to clutch.
Yeah.
Is the man, the myth, the legend is ready for Tuna to actually come out from here, but no! Fade gets the round and denies them the win.
Yeah. They denied Dumbside off the 1v1 and they denied them off that round. 12 to 11, but still it's match point for Mr. Dumbside and the gang. But their bank is just not there. Look at it. Sheriff in Kansan's hands. But they do have the Cosmic Divide and they have a gun on Mr. Dumbside, so still doable here.
Oh man. Last round might be the win, might be the overtime. Fade Away needs perfection during this round. Need to get at least one, at least get the hit zone for Trash to make it easier for them to start the round off. Because they use all their ultimates during that last round. Need to go in blind. They need to go in basic for Fade Away. At least they have Meow does have the Cosmic Divide, so he needs to survive this incoming wave of attacks from Fade Away. If a retake comes, that is the opportunity that they can use it.
Look at Mr. Dumbside though. One more kill, and he's got to run it back. And we know how aggressive Mr. Dumbside could be if given the ult. But unfortunately, he reads the situation wrong. C-site is where the stack is at.
Blocking sight.
Right now, the bait is trash.
Blocking
This
sight.
might be just the bait, but they're actually pulling the trigger here with the only one here being Meow. Of course, he doesn't get blinded off, which means he's gonna take out Trash. And the Cosmic Divide is available here. Wilson falls, but Meow still has a foothold down in sight, and that's what enough time for Mr. Dumbside to come in.
30
And now
seconds
everyone is rotating off the defense, and Meow is still alive. He's thinking
Down.
the 3K, the side hold. It's absolutely massive. He doesn't even need his
One
teammates
enemy
because he's just
remaining.
taking them all down. JDXL down from garage, and Kami's now all
hiding.
alone, and he gets weeded out as well.
Oh, he gets
They know where he's
seen.
gonna come from.
time.
Despite not having any guns,
Oh,
Kansan
wow.
will close it out.
Kansan.
Win.
And Word.exe, they're in the semifinals.
Man, they ended it with Kansan getting a sheriff kill again. This Guns and also Meow just went big during that round, taking out the trash is what he said. Opening up with that 1 kill. Remember, this was a comeback. It went from a 4-8 to a 13-11. That was such a feat for this team. Word.exe, they were just different coming to this game.
They had so many strategies on this defense, and a lot of it was just Mr. Dumbside pushing and
Yeah,
getting a lot of
honestly.
those kills and just nullifying those trademarks with the run it back and then double dipping back in. So simple and yet super effective. That's the thing. When you've got a player who is proficient on a Phoenix, definitely shows they can still be viable. And Mr. Dumbside,
Yeah.
31 kills. Dash. 10 more than Kami, who was the next in line. Oh.
If I could just count how many ults he had there during the whole game, I think it's over 10. It's
Yeah,
over 10 for sure.
exactly.
Just because of how much he used that run it back.
Mm.
Because he got 30k even, that just gave him more opportunities to actually use it. And man, this guy is just might be the reason why they could get into the grand finals if ever for the next days. But Zaydem, that was just they were just different. They were
Yeah.
just different.
Yeah, and speaking of grand finals, we'll be back tomorrow, folks, for the semifinals because that is it for our qualifier today. We have our 4 teams to compete it for the grand prize at the end of the week. And for those of you who are just tuning in, my name is Datum, casting here today with Dash. This is KJC Esports Updraft week number 5. I'll see you
Yeah.
guys again tomorrow.